Okay, time to switch gears. Okay, welcome back, everybody. You all find yourselves in the future.
Year
Cool.
3000.
Exactly. Uh, Within the future, you have been trying to get your bearings, really. Trying to understand who and where you are. But it seems you have come to the city of Los Demios in the future. It is a city that seems to be ruled by monsters, and indeed, the father of all monsters is right over there, past that mountain.
Mhm.
Um, there's much to see and much to do. You managed to actually link up with an old ally who seems to be in his past for your future. Leonis and his children of Greece companions are all here in the future too, trying to fulfill their own duties and prophecies. Um, they have done their best to help guide you, grant you knowledge and information, which led you to go to a certain humanoid, or otherwise known as godling, because humanoids were created by the gods, show at a bar called Whiskey A Go Go. You met some interesting people there. Robert Planet, not Jimi Hendrix. You met Jim Morrison, a couple of interesting folks, and it came to be that Jim Morrison was in fact was Dionysus in disguise, but seemingly had forgotten that he was Dionysus. In that moment, he was, by your powers, returned back to his original state, and you were all immediately attacked and pursued by Ares, Artemis, and Athena. They seemed to be wanting Dionysus and all of you. And it was decided upon a quick, hot teleport out of there by the power of Thalia's immortality. You guys managed to get out of there and determined that the best course of action was to go to the Chinese theater, to blow it up, and, well, go from there. On obviously avoiding hot pursuit from these three deities who are right on your heels. Katara decided that she would take the children of Greece, save Leonis, to the underworld per their original objective and for their protection. Leonis insisting that his duty was stick by those who not at all implying it had anything to do with his love. You all hopped into a car, narrowly avoided an arrow, and are now skidding down the roads trying to make your way away from these great mean gods. So, with the loss of a couple of party members, here is what I'm going to say, just to kind of even the scales a bit. I'm going to say Ouroboros, Silenos, and Dionysus end up maybe falling behind a little bit and jump into their own car and come wheeling on after you guys. Whereas the rest of you will be in your vehicle, and Katara, of course, vanishes to the underworld with Delia, Nivara, Pyre, and herself, leaving, I believe, you three and Leonis to defend yourselves. Who would be behind the wheel? I think Dionysus is behind the wheel of that particular vehicle, with the your other two people.
Oh, yeah.
And Ouroboros, as you guys are riding down the road, he'll just kind of poke the window and it will shatter into a million pieces. And he goes, and Ouroboros go, all right, we're gonna divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna try and go this way and maybe try and get Ares or something off your back, right? And you guys go skidding down the road. As your vehicles go skidding down the road, indeed behind you, you're going to see in hot pursuit is two great chariots. One has Ares upon its back, gold-gilded chariot, and three massive immortal horses with flames sort of spilling out from their nostrils and their mouths, and just kind of with deep huffs, sort of flames coming out of their mouths as he rides through these massive horses, just destroying or tearing up the city streets as he goes riding after you guys. And in another chariot, three more great horses, three black, one white, riding along, and Athena hitching the horses, and Artemis sort of jumping into the chariot preparing to follow. As Dionysus swings the wheel to the side, Aries, wanting that match with the mightiest of your group, is going to tail off onto the side street and keep interest with that member of your party. So you guys have to contend with Athena and Artemis. Let's roll some initiative.
Okay.
And this board is a big one. We are going to be doing a chase sequence today. It'll be interesting. And I hope my survives this shitty computer stuff. Jesus Christ, work with me. All right, let's do this. The computer's working a little slow today, so please bear with me. I should probably write down some videos. I think someone will be joining us, hopefully.
Hopefully, but I.
Let's see. We'll put Aries in there a little bit in the meantime. Let's see here. Okay. All right, get your guys' characters out here. We got Alicia, Gyasi, we got Valerie. And we have the Olympians. Work with me. I think this board is just so huge that it is slowing my computer down a little bit. Let's see. How does Leonis do initiative? Not great, because he's just a mere mortal in the state. Oh, that is the last of my work, actually. Okay, let's get some initiative. I am writing them down this time. So, Gyasi, what'd you get?
24.
Very nice. What about you, Alicia?
A high of 12.
Hot 12. Thalia is on the phone, so she can get an initiative whenever she's done. Okay, let's see here. We got Artemis starting us off with a hot 27. We got Athena for the 19, so Gyasi's going to beat her. And then we will have you, Alicia, and then Leonis, and we'll just put Dahlia at the end for now. Okay, let's get to it. You guys are riding along in your car. Let me change this music. It's just not doing it. Yeah, this isn't balanced. Let's try that one. I haven't done that track. Okay, you guys are riding down the road. Incredible. So who's driving your car?
Alicia.
Alicia wants to drive. Okay, got it.
Well,
So
that's who was behind the wheel at the end of the last session.
that's right. Got it. So Alicia's going to be driving. We will deal with that when the time comes, but this is going to be creatures, apply to all range, range covers all object. So you can't know what's the opportunity attacks, so I'm assuming. Okay. All right, Artemis is going to start us off. She is a vengeful soul. So she's going to try and start taking down your car a bit. And I think the way to do that, that'll kind of fuck them up if they do it. So we're not going to do that. I think it's just arrows for her. It's just arrows for her. So she's going to try and take out your vehicle. That's the way to go here. That's a hit. Easy hit. Surprisingly, not a hit. Oh, she gets a ban. No, this is a vehicle, so that's a miss. And I think that's going to be a hit. So 2 hits. Your vehicle is going to start taking some damage. I'm just going to use Leonis to help me keep track of that. So initial 43 radiant damage to your vehicle as an arrow just burns through with moonlight. There is going to be a... Let's see how much this one's worth. And then another 26 piercing damage to the vehicle. The vehicle is immediately pretty heavily dinged up. And that is going to be Artemis on the back of her vehicle there. Sweet. Okay. That will bring us to you, Gyasi. You're in one of the back seats. What is your play? Vehicles are moving at very fast speeds down the road.
Is the rear window intact after Artemis's shot, or did it blow it open?
I would say that it blew it open. Yeah.
Easily. Fantastic. I'm going to kind of hunker down behind the back seat, looking backward, and I'm going to take Aeolus's bag of gales and unleash wind directly in our wake.
Oh man. Okay. Fantastic.
Shoot into this.
Okay. That's going to be a very interesting little speed boost you might be getting, Alicia. We'll see how well you can drive. But more importantly, that's going to definitely hit Athena and Artemis. So I'm going to look up Gust of Wind right there, because that is a fun little relic.
Could definitely help right now.
Oh, it helps, yeah. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, Soraya, you done?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Hey, she's back. Goddess of Grace is back.
Yeah.
What'd you get on your initiative there, Goddess of Grace?
I got 21.
21. Okay, so you will be going after Gyasi. Okay, backup gales. Let's see. Yeah, there's no real DC or anything. They just kind of get hit by it, if I'm not mistaken. Started the turn.
Each creature who starts their turn, or they're pushed away. But more importantly, I think it'll make it difficult for incoming arrow fire.
Absolutely, that is very important. Absolutely. Okay, we will handle that on the turn of the carriage and the vehicle, but we will see what's going to happen. That's a great job. Is there anything else, Gyasi?
Nope, that's it.
That's it. That will be very helpful. Thalia, you're in the car. Athena is, like hitting the reins in the chariot. Artemis is sort of firing over the heads of the horses on the chariot, and your car's taking arrows. You're just trying to make your way down the road. Gyasi just unleashed the bag of gales, the huge winds shoot down the road. What do you wish to do from inside of the vehicle?
I'll activate an emboldening bond.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I will say, yeah, your vehicles are running parallel. You see, like, Dionysus, like, swerving the vehicle around over there, so they would be within range if you wanted to tag anyone in the other vehicle.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So I can get 6. So I guess I'd like to get everyone. That would
Party?
be, yeah, plus Dionysus, because Katara's not here.
Fair enough. Got it. Leonis is also here, so
Oh, Leonis. Then I'd...
yeah, but he is the least capable of all of you, so might be wasted on, or might not.
Actually, I will get Leonis because it can help with saves and that sort of thing. So instead of Dionysus, I'll do Leonis, Sonos,
Okay.
Ouroboros, Gaia, and Gyasi.
That'll be very helpful. Well done. Is there anything else?
Wait, that's only 5. Who am I missing? Oh, Alicia. Sorry.
Me.
I was like, who am I missing? And
Oh, how could you forget about me?
Just
I know.
you're just the Uber driver.
Yeah. You imbue your friends with
The demi driver.
a deep, deep bond of love and care and compassion for each other, and that will forge you forward.
And I think I'll try summoning, or like, not summoning, I'll try casting, oh, no, because we're moving. Never mind, that'll be my turn. That's fine.
Okay. You will notice, Thalia, of interest. You don't know what the fate of the Greek gods are, but these powers that you summon that were linked to Aphrodite, they seem to work just fine. You don't know if she's alive or dead or evil or good here. For whatever reason, your powers, your clerical abilities seem to work just fine. Okay. Moving us along to Athena. Okay, we are going to make some strength saving throws for those horses right on the front there. Yeah. You only needed to get one because they're all in a line, so one kind of gets blown back. I will see if Athena and Artemis remain seated. What's the DC?
1 second.
No
While
problem.
I click through it. Strength saving throw. I don't know. Does it assume mine? Oh, strength. DC 13.
DC 13.
So it's nearly negligible for them, I would presume.
Yeah, well, the gods will certainly survive. It'll hit them like a little breeze on the wind. But one of those horses at the very front does get hit by it. It's kind of like lifted up off of the ground, and all the reins are sort of pulled back. And that is going to create definitely a decent chunk of distance between you and their chariot, which they're going to have to spend time making up. So they get blown back. All right, Athena, the goddess of tactics, needs to figure out how best to handle this. So this is all difficult terrain on your wind tunnel, right?
Justice person.
Yeah. Very complicated way of saying difficult terrain. All right, so she looks at it, and I think she's going to make a little maneuver off the road, off the beaten path, and see if she can avoid some of the obstacles there. She's still going to lose time no matter what. And if she doesn't roll well enough, she will be struggling to keep up with you guys. So let's see how that goes for her. Little animal handling here. She is the goddess of wisdom, and she is able to keep well and true control. Yes, she will pull off the side. The horses will smash through one of these like artsy fartsy side of the road plant structures, and she'll kind of like take a wide berth and then come back onto the road. But actually, physically speaking, she is only going to she's not going to make up much time. She's going to get pulled back a little bit, but not too much. You kind of put a huge speed bump in front of her, but she manages to make her way around. She has to use her action to steer, so she is done. Her turn is done. I think Artemis is going to take a shot from her bow. I think she's going to aim at you, Gyasi. As your head's poked up there. You will have cover, but she is, of course, she doesn't give too many damns about cover. So we will see how it goes. That is going to be a... let's see here. It's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, you are going to take a 25 points of piercing damage, and as the arrow sort of hits you, it'll sort of like dissipate and vanish, but you will notice that there is this like little divine mark sort of caught on your body where the arrow once left, and that will be her legendary action. All right, Alicia, you are the driver. You're going to be a very busy lady right now. Let's see here.
I hope I don't screw up, guys.
Need to roll for complications. See if anything complicated happens on this turn.
Baby carriage rolls out in the middle of the road.
No extenuating circumstances. You are, of course, free to be creative in how you wish to steer. But the first thing we want to deal with is you just got this big wind blast speed boost and the vehicle's shooting forward. You got to keep it steady. It's not a very high DC, but I need you to make me a vehicles check, which you are, not, of course, not proficient in. So that's going to be, let's call this, this is about sort of like about coordination with the vehicle. Why don't we call it a dexterity check? Make me a, let's call it a dex save. Make me a dex save versus the DC of the gust of wind, which was, I think, 13 or 14.
Dex
13.
Save, okay.
13. So maybe a DC 13 dex save to kind of keep the vehicle aligned and straight.
Okay. 23.
23. Not only are you going to keep the vehicle straight, but you are going to use the speed boost to full advantage, and your vehicle is going to move forward an extra couple feet down the road as you basically hit the nos. Well done. Let's see what else we need from you. Okay, you have a couple of things that you can do here, Alicia, as the driver. It is your choice. You can attempt to do a couple of things. The first of which is you basically just try and go as fast as you can down the road and accelerate. You can try and do sort of like an evasive turn. Or you could try and do something a little bit more creative. What would Alicia like to try and do going down the road? Those are the two most basic actions, but you, of course, have a plethora of other actions on you. And if you have something creative you want to try that's outside the box, let me know.
Okay, so Athena and Artemis are falling behind us in chariots, correct?
They're falling behind, but they might start gaining soon. It's a little difficult to say.
Okay, I think I have an idea that could slow them down a little bit.
Okay.
You okay with that, guys?
Well, it's not so much about if they're okay. You're the driver, my man.
Okay.
This is a tactical situation. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try looking behind me real fast and right in the smack dab in the middle of I'm trying to catch them as much as possible. Try to catch them in a plant growth.
Ah, plant growth. Okay. So you're just gonna kind of keep doing what you're doing normally with the vehicle, like so you're just kind of, yeah. Okay, cool. No, perfectly fine. Your vehicle will just kind of like, you're just going to kind of do the basic driving, just kind of avoid cars and do your basic, and you're going to turn around and cast a spell backwards, plant growth, very good. Okay, that is within what, it's like a 200 radius.
It's
or
like
diameter, right?
it's 150 range with
With a
100-foot
radius.
radius.
Got it. So where is this? And you can put it wherever you want within that radius. So where's your bubble going? You're going like here, something?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep us out of. As long as we're outside the bubble, we should be good.
Got it.
As long as we're outside the bubble, we should.
Yeah,
be...
and you can also be particular about where this pops up within the bubble.
Yeah, for flavor wise, all the bushes expand like 20 feet and everything. Vines are suddenly everywhere. Those trees and bushes on the side of the road, roots burst out from the ground behind us. Stuff like that, really, and leaves us suddenly in Athena and Artemis's faces.
Got it. Yeah. So those big lines of grass and trees that are so elegant will just sort of go wild with growth, and vines will come down along the roads and just spill across the street. And basically, the entire land behind you is just going to just erupt with a menacing growth. Fantastic. Is there anything else?
We are outside of that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And then I floor it.
Well, you used your action to cast a spell, so you're
okay.
Unfortunately not going to be able to floor it. But this will help slow them down, which is similarly as good. Fantastic.
Okay, good.
Incredible. Leonis's turn. Boy, Leonis, what do you? He's like, I was going to do that. And he is going to say to you, Alicia, he's going to say, I know this is your first time behind the wheel. Just ignore the lights and keep us alive. And he's going to give you a bardic inspiration for a D8.
Thank you. I was ignoring them before.
And then what is he going to do next? What's he going to do next? What is he going to do next? None of that stuff's very helpful. Okay, let me do a little... man, this is going to be a tricky one. He doesn't have a ton of stop you in your tracks here. He's very much an enchanter, so to speak. Let's see, what would he do? I'm not sure. I think as an action... Okay, yeah, I know what he'll do. As an action, he's going to go rummaging through his bag, and he is going to take out this... what would it be? What would he give him? It's this it's almost like this like bronze ball with all kinds of rivets and notches. And he goes, okay. And he's going to crank it, and he's going to put it on the back of the car, and it's going to open up and start sealing together portions of the car, and it's going to basically function as a vehicle healing that he received from fire. So that is going to heal the vehicle a little bit. It's going to be 22 points of repairs to the vehicle.
Not bad, X. Where'd you get that? Festus?
No, from his son.
Nice.
Yeah. And that will be Leonis's turn. So that is going to bring us to Artemis, who very simply is going to abate from using her magic, and she is going to say, "It is I who is the master of the wilds," and she will wave her hand aside as if to say, "Be gone." And with a...
Is that a spell?
Do you want to cast counterspell?
Sure. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, roll me a charisma check.
15. but I can add my emboldening bond.
Okay. Let's see here a second real quick. You're going to have to distance cast it, I think, because they're 160 away.
Oh, okay. 160?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't reach then.
Okay. Yeah, they've fallen behind a little too intensely. And in this moment, yes, a dispel magic does go off. It was a good call, but a little too far away. And all of the plant growth is just going to sort of fall apart and be gone. So they are going to. Well, that's it. That's Artemis's turn. You kind of, she got rid of it, but you got around her firing on you guys, which was a win, I would say.
Okay.
Okay, Gyasi, it seems that Artemis has been stalled by the power of nature. What do you do as you see Athena just lashing the reins and these horses beginning to gallop ever closer?
Let's see. I need to take a quick look to see. As a bonus action. Perfect. Action is I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself. I'm going to choose Celestials.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to angle the gust of wind so it crosses kind of behind us.
Got it.
I do want to try
crosswinds into Aries.
Yeah, and shank any inbound shot even worse.
Understood.
Rather than
Fair
it
enough.
Be just an overshoot. Shoot into the tornado. Good luck.
Good luck. Exactly. Fantastic. Okay. So what is the length of the line? It's a 60-foot long line.
60-foot line. 10 feet wide.
Got it. So let's see here. You want something like this, I assume. Oh, where did it go? It just disappeared. Let's do it like that. So the line would be something like that. Does that work for you? Yeah? Okay. Just lock that in. Why does it keep disappearing? That's crazy. So let me try one more time. Computer is mad at me for using such a big board. God damn it. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to use these little skeleton guys to help us remember. Yeah. That's wind, right?
Yes, it looks breezy. Skeleton, bones, ribs, wind chime. Yeah, that's...
Exactly. I've actually found where all those lines are, so we're good. Never mind.
Nice.
Sorry, Skellies. It seems that my thing was cutting them off, so you got a bunch of lines now. Incredible. Get out of here. Okay, well done, Gyasi. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's pretty much it for me.
Got it. I gotta ask, does the bag of gales concentrate on the gust of wind for you? Like, is it a non-concentration?
Without requiring concentration.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Nice.
Love it. All right. Well done, Gyasi. Very nice little crosswind. That is going to bring us to Thalia Erediti. I think there is going to be a little legendary action. Fire from, I think she's going to take a defensive stance. That's fine. Artemis is going to try and take another shot into that crosswind. Probably. Or, you know what? No, she will use no, another legendary action to no, yeah, she's gonna take a shot. She's gonna take a shot. And that just like gust of wind just like takes out all ranged attacks, right?
I'm jumping between spells, so bear with me here a second.
No problem. I'm just gonna. I got it here too. Protection from lanterns, deadly winds, 50% chance to extinguish them. If it says anything about arrows, but I think it makes sense to give disadvantage at least.
Well, she has disadvantage anyway if she's shooting me, because I put myself under protection since she went ahead and marked me.
Got it. So I think she's gonna aim her shot at you and kind of like wince, be like, ah. She's gonna aim just a little over your shoulder and try and shoot Alicia in the back of the head. Disadvantage, that is going to be a 28 to hit. Alicia, that's going to be 25 piercing damage to you.
Okay.
And there's going to be it hits the back of your shoulder. And whoever's in the back seat would see like a little sort of marker, just sort of like where the arrow struck. The arrow disappears, but the little marker appears around the wound. And that is going to bring us to your turn, Thalia. What do you do?
So we got a charm of angel or conjure animals from foreign forever ago.
Right.
And so I want to cast that spell and summon 8 giant goats.
Incredible. You want them just up here and just like charge them?
Well,
like in the reverse direction?
I want to block their way a little bit, if possible. Have I seen their chariots fly?
Sorry?
Have I seen their chariots fly?
Not yet.
Okay.
So where would you like to put your... How many goats do you get?
Maybe 8 of them.
8 of them? That's far too many goats. But that's okay.
Or sorry. It's only 4. Wait, then I want to do a camel so I can have 8 camels.
You want something with 8, you want it to be big. So it's
Yeah.
got to be a quarter CR or lower. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, I could do an ox. I'll do an ox.
There you go. Ox. Ox.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. Very cool. Okay, let me go get you some cow minis. You get 8 ox. We'll just fucking blast down. Very cool. And what are they doing? What is the command? What are their plans?
Well, I want to put them in front of the chariot. I'm trying to make an obstacle in the road.
Are they making a wall, or are they like stampeding their chariot?
More like a stampede. So can I see their chariots? Yeah, so put like 4 in front of Athena and then 4 in front of Aries.
Okay, how far? Let's see how far you can summon them.
I'll put
Range
them
is
on,
60 feet.
I'll put them on this side of the gale. Like on our side of the gale, the gust of wind.
All right. It's fine. I'm just gonna let it happen. We're playing very loose, a little loose with our distances here in this particular one. Oh my god. There we go. So 4 for each chariot, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Got it. They're like doing like a 2x2 kind of situation thing.
Yeah, but can I put it on the other side of the gale? The gust of wind?
Oh, you mean towards you guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. Understood. Just creating the most crazy barrier possible. Got it. No problem. Actually makes it easier to do what you was doing. So are they just kind of like standing in the road then?
Can I hold their actions to make a gore attack?
You certainly can.
So when they get, so maybe they need to be 20 feet. I don't know, because they gotta run 20 feet.
They can't run on a held action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe they can't go gore.
They can still gore, they're just not going to get the charge extra damage thing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Yep, that's what I'll do.
Okay, so Thalia, you like take this moment where you pull on this like magical thread of Gaia, and it's difficult to access, but you awaken something within the earth, and maybe Alicia sort of as a conduit to Gaia. You're able to pull forth these like fey spirits that come forth and shape into these great ox. Charge forward. Well done. They will hold their actions on your behalf, and suddenly the streets are filled with the sounds of. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Thalia?
No, that's my turn.
Got it. All right, Athena. Athena is, I think, on the other side of the street. Aries is like, fuck. As he's like trying to deal with all these obstacles, and no doubt Ouroboros just chucking things, just like tire irons and shit at Aries. And
he's tossing other cars at Aries.
Yeah, he's picking up other cars. Athena is much more reserved and ready for anything. She's got to make a little choicey choice here. What is she going to do? She's gonna spend a little magic. How do we do that? I think the gale has been enough of a problem. Oh, did we take down the gale or did we take down the cows? I'm gonna take down one of these guys. There's just too many obstacles. Man, I guess she can make her way through the gales, but she can't exactly make her way through the cows. So yeah, she is going to wait till she's going to keep riding forward. She almost loosens on the reins and just kind of lets the horses go forward. And she kind of starts, everything kind of goes flying at her. She starts to gain a little bit. And she is going to raise her hand in a sort of dismissive wave.
Close enough to counterspell again.
Let's see. 120 feet. She is just close enough. She just gets in the range, which is a good point. Give me a minute here to think, because Athena is the goddess of wisdom. I'm going to give her a little slack because I'm not as smart as she is.
None of us are.
No, none of us are. I'll say, yeah, she, perhaps to your slight frustration, she sticks to that 125, and then she's going to, from that distance, make her move, and she's going to cast the Dispel Magic down the lane at your cows and oxes and stuff. And then she's just going to ride straight into the gale because she doesn't have the action economy to properly try and maneuver around the gale. So she's just going to kind of suffer the consequences of those actions there. Let's see how that goes. All of her horses need to roll. That's a failure. That's a success. And those are
failures.
No, that's a failure and another success. So half of all of the horses fail. She rides into the gale. You got to keep in mind there's motion going on here. So your gale just your crosswind kind of flies at them like a wall. And she's going to get blown off course. So she starts catching up like a little bit at that point, and then she gets blown off course, and her horses just get thrown like 15 feet to the side, and she gets blasted through like stone chairs and the like cement side of the road pottery things and street lamps, and that's going to delay some of her speed as well. She's going to get pushed back a little bit. So she doesn't gain any ground this turn, and she doesn't get any good actions off, really. Your gale is successful. He's struggling to keep up, and you guys are making good headway towards the theater. At this point, Artemis is going to take another shot. I think she's going for good old Alicia again, now that they've passed the gale. That is going to be a... let's see here. That's going to be a 29 to hit.
That's it. Barely hits.
Barely hits for 31 piercing damage, Alicia.
Okay.
That is going to bring us to Leonis, who is going to start by putting a little healing word on you, Alicia. Because you're the driver. We need you to be able to work. And he only has so much in the pockets.
Wait, wasn't my turn next before Leonis?
It is. My apologies. Go right ahead.
Oops.
All right. Your party, you have been delaying the gods very well. As a reminder, you can floor it. You can take like an evasive turns, or anything else you want to do. What?
I'm gonna let's go back to basics now. I'm flooring it.
All right, flooring it. I want you to make me. Okay, this is going to be. Let's call this a perception check. I think this is. I'm gonna stick with dexterity because this is about holding the wheel straight and like using all the maneuvers well and just like keeping the thing going and dodging around any vehicles that might be in your way. So give me just a flat dexterity check.
Okay. Let me double check something first. Okay, I got. Okay, that's true. Okay, Dex 18.
Dex 18 will be successful. Absolutely. You. I will say your shifting is very harsh because you don't know how to use vehicles. So it is very like the whole vehicle rattles as you shift. So I am going to roll a check on the vehicle to see if it remains functional or starts to break down as you're flooring it through the streets here. The vehicle is going to hold up. It's not going to break apart. No damage done. And you get some good speed on the god of tactics and hunt. Well done.
I can't wait to tell Maeve about this.
Maeve's going to be so happy to hear this. Fantastic. There's only so many rounds that you need to survive for before you get to the theater. And you are getting close to halfway there. Well done. Now Leonis is going to heal you a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I could use it.
That is going to be, let's see. It's going to be 12 points of healing to you, Alicia.
Okay.
And then he is going to put his hand on your shoulder, and a divine light is going to flood from him and into you, and you are going to gain 10 points of healing static. 10 points of healing.
Excellent. That helps a little. Every little bit helps.
I'm not at the part of my journey for battling gods, so I'll do what I can. And that is going to be Leonis. Artemis is going to take her last legendary action to fire an arrow and try and undo all of Leonis's good work. With a 29, I think that'll hit just barely. For another 15 points of damage, Alicia.
Okay.
Okie dokie. That is Artemis's true turn. What are we gonna do about you naughty children?
Naughty children.
Naughty children. I think I've got something. That's not really how it works. That would be really cool. That's not quite how it works. Okay, we are going to do something a little different.
Nithro has joined us.
I see that. Welcome, Nithroel, aka Jace, aka Ouroboros, aka someone else. Coming up soon.
Yeah.
Let's What is she going to do about you naughty children? Yeah, I know what we're doing. You know it. You love it. Let's see how far we can actually cast that, though. That's very important. Oh, fuck, not nearly close enough for that. She casts Skywrite. No, she doesn't. It's terrible. And how far do we have to be? No, man, too far away for all these things. I think she's just going to keep unloading. I think that's all we got to do. Ooh, actually, I have something very, very fun, and by fun I mean dangerous. For you, Alicia, Artemis is going to raise her bow into the air, and she's going to sort of, and her voice sort of like echoes, sort of almost reverberates through the air. And you're going to like, as you're revving through Alicia at high speed, you're going to see suddenly like taking a hard turn and then charging right at you. You are going to see a huge, an absolutely giant boar. You are going to see the Caledon giant boar come charging down the street right at your vehicle. I'm going to need you to make me a check as you're basically playing chicken with this boar. I'm going to need a couple of checks from you. The first one I need is I need you to roll me a check for basically your nerve to see if you can make this keep this going and not lose your nerve and crash the car. This is about your force of personality, your confidence in yourself. I need you to make me a charisma saving throw to start.
Okay, cool. Leonis gave me a D8 or something like that.
D8, that's right. He gave you a plus D8.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Charisma save plus D8. See if you got
13. I'm gonna throw in a D8 for that.
All right.
Seven, so unnatural 20.
Beautiful. In this moment, you feel you're like going in. You're like looking at it, and this wave of like kind of comes over you. But then you feel like this sort of holy inspiration inside you. This like Leonis is there with you. He's got your back. Your friends have your back. You don't have to use it right now, but you have your emboldening bonds. You know these people are relying on you, and you step down on the pedal. And you're like, you're not gonna phase it down.
And I make pig noises right back at it.
So like in the car. I'm gonna let you make a choice here, Alicia, about what kind of check happens next. Do you want to basically play chicken with the boar and try and make it run, or do you want to do an evasive maneuver? Like, do you want to try and basically like swerve around it and keep going? Or do you want to see if you can break the boar's nerve? I'll remind you, the boar is about twice the size of your vehicle.
I'm going to go for the evasive maneuvering, I think. I'm
Fair
brave,
enough.
not stupid.
Fair enough. Okay. I want you to make me, let's call it a dexterity saving throw to basically swerve around this threat and get back on the road and not smash into anything.
Okay. And how much is the emboldening bond?
Dahlia, how much is your emboldening bond?
It's I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's a D8, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
D8.
Let's see.
When you get a chance, Ouroboros, feel free to roll initiative.
23. No emboldening bond.
No emboldening bond. You sort of like, sort of like swerve, and your car goes to the side, and you like turn the wheel, and then you turn the wheel, and you guys are like thrown around in the back of the car. Some of you maybe look ahead and see this like massive boar charging down. You guys are like, turn, and like freaking out, and Alicia swerves the vehicle, basically drifts around the side, almost crashes, and manages to steady the car again. It was a risky, it was like by the hair of your chin that you survived this, but the boar goes like flying past you and like tries to turn to like catch your vehicle. But you just make it around because you floored it, and it like smashes in through the side of a building and kind of disappears into that building. And the building kind of sort of like begins to crumble.
Okay, I passed. We passed it by the hair of my chin.
Damn right. Or felt like it anyway, because you're like, you're basically like you're in a beast and the beast is going and you don't know how to stop it. You're kind of on the roller
At times,
coaster.
Alicia just makes weird animal noises at times.
You start going into full beast mode for sure, for sure.
Like Leonis must be so disturbed by this.
Well done. That is going to bring us to again a defensive stance. Legendary action from Athena. She just basically gets protective. She like kind of gets her shield up. Gyasi, what would you like to do?
Have we gone past the boar?
Yeah, the boar has passed by.
How close is the boar to Athena and Artemis?
I'd put the boar maybe like halfway between, and I'll put a boar in there, but it's probably like on the side of the road now because it did try and turn to hit Alicia, so it's kind of like running in the opposite direction, a little off the road.
Probably.
Yeah, it didn't just steamroll. It tried to turn to compensate. It failed. So it's probably doing something like. It's probably like right here, right?
Okay.
I'd put it even further back, actually. I'll put it like here.
What's the distance from the car to the boar?
Let us see here. 45 feet. We can play it a little loose if you're a little above or a little low.
I'm a little low because I've only got 30.
We will say at 30 you catch it. It's all good.
In that case, I'm going to brandish the Trident of the Depths.
Ooh.
I'm going to level it at the boar, and I'm going to transform it into a dragon turtle. True polymorph.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What is? Just remind me. What is this ability?
It's true polymorph. It has to be into a creature with a natural swim speed. I don't know what the CR of the boar is. I'm assuming it's fairly significant.
It's pretty significant. I'm gonna go take a look real quick now. I'll take 2 seconds.
But it is a DC 18 save.
All right, cool. I love it though. I love everything about this. That's hilarious.
The dragon turtle, good lord.
It is significant, but not that significant. You will definitely catch it. This is a wisdom save. It's gonna need a pretty high roll to get around. Yeah, no. And it turns into a gargantuan dragon turtle. Just for flavor, I'm gonna go grab it. Yeah, there it is. We're gonna put you down right there. Actually, we could probably just replace the boar at this point. It won't matter much. How big? Do you know how big a giant turtle the giant turtle is?
It says it's a gargantuan.
Hell fucking right.
So there you go. You wanted to birth monsters? Have a monster.
Exactly. It is. So the boar sort of just narrowly misses Alicia, and you kind of like on the car's swerve. You kind of swing the Biden as if like slinging the magic, and it hits the board as it's like going for that upper thing. It just inflates and turns into a giant shell that smashes into the ground, kind of spins out across the road. That is going to be a huge obstacle for Athena to try and deal with. Well done. Wow.
Yeah, that's about all I got there.
That's very impressive.
Didn't expect a dragon turtle tonight, did you, Ryan?
Nope. I did not expect a dragon turtle in this particular session.
It's like the Spanish Inquisition. No one's really ready.
No one expects the dragon turtles. Thalia, is your move. What do you do?
Is the other car within 30 feet of me?
Ouroboros and Silenos and Dionysus' vehicle. I'm gonna roll to see how well they're doing over there. Just like see what their So I rolled pretty low, so we're gonna. That's about mid. I'm gonna say they're certainly not doing as fast as you guys, but they're keeping up.
Hey, Ryan.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 and a natural 20 for a total of 25 on initiative.
All right, 25 initiative for the O-Man.
You rolled higher than me.
I have advantage, so.
I also have advantage.
Oh, shit.
I rolled like crap.
Well,
All right, just give me a half a moment, Dally. I apologize. I'm just gonna sort out Mr. 25 over here. Mr. 25 over here.
Well, cut it in like like a barbarian.
indeed.
How far is the vehicle from me? We'll say like 40 feet. Like say 30 to 40 feet away. Be generous.
Are the corrupted gods keeping up?
Yeah, they're struggling, but they're keeping up.
Are they just like sprinting, or are they like flying?
They're on chariots that are horse drawn. Ares has like these like giant immortal like fire breathing horses, and Artemis is in the chariot with Athena, who has her own horses.
Mm.
And we're with Thalia. This is Thalia's turn. So Thalia, 30 to 40 feet. We'll say 30 feet.
Is it 30 or 40?
Let's say, yeah, 30.
It is 30. I'll cast a holy aura and get all the friendlies in it.
All right. That's a 30-foot radius?
Yeah, but it doesn't stay up. They just have to be in it to begin with, and then they get the benefits as long as you don't have to stay within the aura.
Let's see if we can. The car is within 30 feet, but it is a very big car. So I'm going to say you can get the passenger, and we're going to say that passenger is Ouroboros. So you can hit Ouroboros with the Holy Aura in the other vehicle.
Oh, it's fine. I'll do something else. I'll do a crown of stars.
Okay. Sweet. Back at Athena.
Sure.
Kill
Sure,
the horses.
Okay. Ooh.
The horses are an easier target.
Try
No
killing
horses.
True.
Yeah, I'll try to attack a horse then.
All right. Hell yeah. Try and go ahead and make me some attack rolls against these horses.
It's just one attack roll for 29.
Nah, that
Yeah.
misses. No, you're good. You're good. I'm kidding. Sure. You definitely. Absolutely. Well done.
And that's 22 radiant damage.
22 radiant damage. Let me just go prepare the very poor horsies who did nothing wrong.
They're just
you
in
go
the
ahead.
way.
How much damage was that? Sorry.
22.
Very good. All right. You create your usual crown of stars, your halo, and fire off one of these devastating bolts and blast into one of the horses. That horse is none too happy about that. It hurt, but it keeps on running. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. That'll bring us to legendary action from Artemis, who's very surprised. Well, you know what? Actually, because I'm forgot to consider, everything's happening very fast, so I'm going to let that happen first. I'm going to give Athena a bit of a save here to try and possibly maneuver around a giant turtle. Either way, she's screwed. It's just about how screwed, really, at this point. She is the god of tactical wisdom, and she manages to just barely swerve underneath one of its fins, but she had to like fully turn the vehicle right, do like a full drift around the side, smash off the side of the building, keep coming, get hit by a bolt of radiance, and return back to the road. So regardless, she has been delayed yet again. by the presence of a bucking giant turtle. Well done. So Athena, I'm going to say, has fallen back maybe like probably a bit. At this point, she is going to go into an open dash with her horses and try and gain some speed towards you guys. So she's going to make a little check over here. Easy success. And those horses are going to start gaining some way towards you guys. They're very fast horses. Start making their way. And that's going to be Athena. You guys are killing their turn economy with all of your tactics. That is going to bring us to Alicia.
Okay.
Alicia, what would you like to do?
Okay. So right now, she's the one. Athena's the main one chasing us, correct?
Athena and Artemis are the ones chasing you. Aries is chasing the other car.
Okay, but Artemis is the one falling behind.
Absolutely. Well, they're starting to gain a little bit now.
Okay. You guys want me to just accelerate?
Go.
Okay, accelerate.
Go. All right. I want you to make me, let's call it another dex check to see if you can get this vehicle motoring.
Okay, dex check. Check or saving throw?
Check. This one's a check.
Okay. 19.
19 is very good. You will accelerate, and you are going to push past. You're going to push forward and kind of keep some distance between you and them. You're going to get shot back like 30 feet because they're trying to keep up with you guys and struggling to do so. I haven't been rolling for any possible bad stuff. No, everything's fine. Nothing too bad is happening. The vehicles, like, you kind of largely get around them, keep traveling forward. There's no heavy traffic to worry about. Well done, Alicia. Do you have a bonus action?
A bonus action. Let's see if I have any spells that I can try to cast on myself. Or cast maybe I'm gonna spend. I could, well. Yeah, I think I'll heal. I'll spend one 4th level healing word on myself.
Okay, absolutely. 4th level healing word. Roll it up. Reroll ones once.
Okay, got it.
Sweet, you are more than half. Leonis is like, we're getting closer. Just take this turn. And you guys are very, very close to the teeter. You got 2 rounds left. Well done. That'll bring us to Leonis, who's like, well, worked well for you. And he is going to cast Plant Growth. He's going to follow suit.
There we go. Now you're learning.
Because I already knew that one. Thank you very much. And we'll just kind of give you like a wink. Just being a little bit of a cocky shit, you know.
I can see why Thalia likes you.
Because everyone likes me. Sometimes twice a day.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Leonis will. Oh, he already did it. You used your bardic inspiration, so we'll give you another one. I was going to say, just keep driving there, hot stuff, and you're going to get a D8. That will bring us to, I think Artemis is going to take, before everything is caught up, she's going to take a legendary action shot. Again, Gyasi, you're hard to hit. You targeted the horses. Yeah, we'll just keep shooting at Alicia. If we can take out the driver, our lives get a lot easier back here. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be 28 points of piercing damage. On Artemis's turn, she's going to go with another wave of the hand. She's like frustratedly trying to dismiss all the powers of nature here and there, and is going to cast a spell magic on the plant growth. Her turn is only used defensively, slightly wasted. Okay, Ouroboros, are you ready? Hello.
We can't hear you, man.
Hello?
There you are.
There we go.
That was weird. I didn't even do anything. Yes, I
All
am
right,
ready.
let me set you up, my friend. Let me set you up for your turn. So you are in the vehicle with Dionysus at the wheel. Let that thought drive you insane.
Oh no.
And Silenos out the back window just firing shots at Ares' vehicle. And Ares is sort of beginning to fall back. So in this moment, we're gonna say that let's do it this way. So it's not exactly your choice. Ares is just like gaining on the vehicle, and his horses just like smash the back of your vehicle, and you're like thrown through the front window, Ouroboros. But luckily enough, in a full Matrix style way, you land on sort of like the top back of the other vehicle across the road. So you're just like hanging on at the top of the vehicle. What would you like to do?
How close is Ares and his chariot to our vehicle?
Let me roll. Let me just do a little random check. He is. I did just say bash the back of your vehicle, but your car sort of accelerated, so he is about here. So he's not far off from Silenos and Dionysus, but you are on top of the other vehicle now across the road. Hello?
I don't know why it keeps going out.
There you go, you're back.
60 feet?
What was that?
What is that, like 60 feet?
Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see. From you to Ares is 80 feet.
80? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna say 80.
I don't think I'm raging. Can I use the staff to hit him with a guiding bolt?
Yeah, absolutely. You point your spear across the road and fire off a guiding bolt. We're making an attack roll.
You got it. Well, that's good. Oh, I had a question. With the new player's handbook coming out, are you allowing those new rules if possible?
I need to go through them so that I can get informed. I'm already working on it. I'm like through the first couple chapters. I just need to finish it off, and then there will be a discussion with various tables about how they feel about that content. For now, we're going to stick with 5, but the conversation is coming. Promise. You're talking, I cannot hear you. Hello?
8.
I said 8 something.
I can't. Yeah, if you're talking, we can't hear you at all, buddy.
Try typing it in.
An 8.
There you are. An 8 for what? An attack roll?
Yes, for the guiding bolt.
Yeah. So you try and time your guiding bolt between all of the trees that are going by between the road, and you fire it, and it like smashes into one of the trees and like knocks it over and burns the trunk in half. But unfortunately, you got hit by the obstacles, or the obstacles got hit by your bolt.
Okay. Is it possible that I could use a bonus action to use lightning strike for when he gets close enough?
All right. What's the range on that?
60.
60. You are well within range of him to do that. Go ahead and make me a. Yeah, he's just in range. Go ahead. What do? I need a dex save?
Yes. You need a dexterity saving throw.
At an 80 then. Ares is going to roll a 23.
I can't see it, but it looks like that would pass. So he would take half of 4d6.
Okay, go for it. 4d6, not bad.
Yes. I rolled a 1, a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Oh no, man.
So a total of 6 lightning damage reduced to 3, I guess.
Shoot. We're gonna say that, like, for whatever reason, you go by one of these street signs, and like most of your lightning kind of almost gets like magnetically caught up in like the electronics of it, and then like fires past and kind of bounces partially off of his armor, and you're like, ah, and you're like, it was just not a great. You had a little. You were recovering from being thrown across the road, and you weren't quite as accurate as you might have liked.
Yeah. Okay. I think that'll be it for my turn, if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. That is going to bring us to, again, a defensive stance legendary action from Athena. Why don't we say an attack from Artemis, who sees the big barbarian standing on the roof, and is going to take a shot at the big barbarian standing on the roof. For 30 to hit. La. All right, Ouroboros, you are going to take 31 piercing damage. All right, that'll bring us to Gyasi's turn. All right, what do you do, Gyasi? Apparently you're about halfway, you're more than halfway there. What do you do? You did.
How far back are Artemis and Athena?
They're getting pretty far back there. Yeah, let's say like 140 feet.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to direct the gale directly at Aries.
All right. Okay.
That's the bonus action.
We're playing it loose and fast with Aries, so I'm gonna do the check right now to see how that goes from failure, success, success, success. So one of those horses gets blown off course, and he's gonna get shot into like a bunch of like metal gating off of the road. And he's gonna be smashing through some things and lose a lot of speed with the other car.
And as they careen in there, I'm going to because he's close enough. Oops, I did not mean to shrink my own screen. Sorry, I did not mean to shrink my own screen.
All good.
I'm going to say, taste of Poseidon's wrath, and since all of the horses are in traces, and Aries horses are in traces, I'm gonna do tidal wave.
Woohoo! Love me a tidal. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what happens there? What do we need?
It's a Dex 19.
Dex 19 from the horses. Yikes.
Yep.
Failure,
30 feet
failure.
long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet high.
Yeah, you send that over there, and Aries' horses are fully splashed up. And what happens to them? They are knocked prone.
They can take 26 points of damage and get knocked prone on a failed save.
Fucking right. Come on now. Come on, horsey. Fucking do the thing. Do the thing. There we go. So they will take 26 cumulatively. And be knocked prone. They get hit by the wave, and the wave sort of like scoops the legs out from under them. And they like tumble over. And the chariot is gonna go flying up over top, sort of slingshot Aries into the air. It is not his turn, and he has no reactions to do anything in this moment. I'm simply gonna give him a little check here to try something. Yeah, why not? That kind of happens. He is going to fly through the air, kind of and he's going to get very close to the vehicle, but he's going to sort of like hit the ground. His legs smash into the tarmac, or not the tarmac, excuse me, the pavement, and just like any Marvel movie where like Hulk goes through the ground and like comes to a halt, and he is left behind. He is fully left behind in this moment. He just kind of stands in the street angrily and turns around to his horses, yelling as they begin to sort of right themselves. He's out of the race, kids.
Good to hear.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he's
about all
trying
the
to get on
damage
top
I
of
can
that.
do around here.
That was very impressive, very impressive. Let's give Artemis a shot. She's going to keep trying to take out that driver, that pesky driver who can take arrows really well. How's an 18 do against the driver?
18. That barely hits.
Oh, man. 34 points of piercing damage, I'm afraid. You're just being riddled with arrows, my friend, and your front window is just like smashed open at this point from all the arrows
34.
whizzing. Yep, 34 damage. Okay, that is going to bring us back to... Oh, go ahead.
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, Thalia, Eriditi, Goddess of Grace. What would you like to do?
How far away are Athena and Artemis's horses?
The horses are at 150, and Athena and Artemis are a little behind that, so 155, I'd say.
Okay.
Or, well, they're big, so we're going to say 145 for the horses, 155 for Athena and Artemis.
I'll use an action to cast chain lightning on the horses.
Oh my goodness gracious. I imagine there's some high five situation with Ouroboros on the top of the vehicle or something, as he like basically is like the igniter. You like put your hand out of the vehicle to like summon the power of Zeus, which isn't there, and it sort of flows down Ouroboros' arm inadvertently into your hand, and you channel all of your magic into it to ignite it into like a almost like pouring like gasoline on the fire. You use your magic to turn it into a massive bolt, and you throw it through that window, Thalia. Who are you wanting to target specifically? We've got 4 horses in the front, then Athena and Artemis in the back.
All 4 horses.
All right, you're just going for the horses? They're getting it?
Yeah.
All right, understood. What do you need from me?
A Dex 20 save.
All right, let's see if we can dodge lightning. I doubt it. Dex 20 for the horses. That's a failure. That's a success. That is a failure and a failure. So 3 failures, 2 success. Or 3 failures, 1 success.
So it's 43 lightning damage.
Ow. Ow, our bodies. All right, 43 damage. I'm just going to keep track of it this way. My life a little easier. So 43 to that one, and then that's going to be 21.
Yeah, one of them was already damaged.
Yeah. One was already damaged. That was the one that succeeded. So the bolts of lightning just rip through all of the horses. The one, I don't even know how one possibly saves when we're not chained together. We'll just say that like maybe you hit the most outside, and then like the lightning sort of bouncing across gets a little weakened by the end. For whatever reason, it kind of doesn't fully connect. But yeah, you do some severe damage to these horses. Very well done. Is there anything else?
For my bonus action, I'll throw another mote at one of the horses.
Understood. You want the most damaged one?
Sure, yeah.
For sure. Okay, go for it. Let me attack roll. Oh, surprisingly, they're the same amount of health.
That's a critical success for 32.
30? Is it just 32 damage?
No, 32 to hit.
30 on a crit 32. Yes, you definitely hit. Absolutely.
So the initial damage is 32.
Good job.
And then the crit damage is 48.
48. Good God. That's a lot of damage. Let's see how that horse is doing. None too well. It's hurt and sort of, and with determination is riding forward. There are 3 black horses and 1 white horse. And we're gonna say you aim at that 1 white horse and send off that last moat, and it just like goes right through the forehead, back out the head, blast an explosion. That horse falls in on itself, goes under the wheel. The wheel catches up, and the other horses sort of fall over with the reins. It's a goddamn mess. Everything falls apart. I'm gonna go see if Artemis or Athena have anything that could possibly save them. I can immediately say that's a no for Artemis. Athena, she does have Counter-Strike. So as the carriage sort of tumbles and falls away, and Artemis will catch herself, will sort of like tumble initially, and then kind of like push off with her hands and like catch herself on her feet and like with her back to you, skid to a halt in the middle of the road. Athena is sort of thrown and kind of pushes herself off of her shield, and in midair she like sends her spear towards your vehicle. And that is going to be an attack at you, Thalia. Oh my god. She deals a natural 20 right back to you.
How far away is she?
She's being thrown through the air currently, so she's a lot closer than she looks. So I'll put her there. I'm gonna go get out my ruler. She's 105 feet from you.
I'll distance cast silvery barbs.
Got it. This wave of silver fires around the spear and stops it from a perfect strike, but that's still going to be 22 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, you just barely push it off center. It's still going to hit you, but it's not going to hit you quite as vitally as before. That is going to be 23 points of piercing damage. Are you holding anything particularly important to your spellcasting abilities right now? Like, what arcane focus have you got on the go?
My jewel of the heroic bond. It's but it's like on my body.
Okay, got it. Are you holding anything at all in your hands? You got a shield, right?
I've got the sentinel shield, yeah.
No weapon? Nothing in the other hand? Just free hand?
Mm.
Okay. We don't care about the shield. You can keep the shield. She'll just do a surgical aim and give you an extra 7 points of damage on the Art of War maneuver. The spear hits you. You're kind of fall back into the seat in front of you. It's kind of unlodges from you and kind of across the street and then lodges itself in the cement. And Athena just kind of like also lands on her feet and kind of comes to a halt. And they're out of the race once more. She managed to get like a glancing blow on you. Yeah.
If the spear lodges in me, I'm gonna keep that bitch. I'm not gonna throw it out the window.
It leaves you. It can go back to her essentially, which is very fair. But no, it'll dislodge itself for being a magical spear. And both of them sort of like halt in the streets. Artemis is immediately trying to like get the other horses off and clip off all of the other ones. And Athena just kind of watches you all leave and kind of turns around and begins to go back to her chariot. But you have stopped them, Thalia, and you guys, the rest of your travel towards the Chinese theater is going to be unmolested, and you guys are going to get there just fine.
Before we get there, though, can I dispel the mark that Artemis put on Alicia and Gyasi?
Sure. Make 2 castings, and you are good, and they will be gone with the base casting. Yeah.
Okay, cool. As we're driving over there, can I take a moment to like heal myself up?
As long as it's go ahead. But I will put this out there really quick before you do this. Is depending on how fast you drive is how much of a headway you're going to get on these guys. So would you like to slow down and cast spells on yourself, or do you want to pedal it?
Pedal it. Pedal.
So you can use a bonus action to heal yourself just fine and pedal it at the same time. But your action will need to be spent on just like racing, which is what Dionysus is doing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll trust him to heal me up for now. I'll figure something out when I get there.
Fair enough. Okay, you guys go roaring through the streets for not much longer, maybe like 30 seconds to a minute longer through the streets, and eventually are going to find yourself to the place we were before. Where did you go? Ah, my future folder. Oh no, where the fuck did it go? It's fine. I'm gonna be pulling it up in a moment here. But in the meantime, you guys go roaring down the road in these like pretty heavily damaged vehicles. The gods have been left behind, but only for a little while, perhaps. You come roaring around the corner, dodging cars and vehicles until Leonis points and goes, there. And you make me a last dexterity check, Alicia, to see how stopping this vehicle goes.
Okay. Dexterity check. Can I have 10, but can I add an emboldening bond?
You certainly can. And you can also add the Bardic Inspiration.
Didn't I already have that?
He gave you another.
Okay, would 15 be enough, or do I need Bardic Inspiration?
15 will be enough. That's fine.
Okay.
You swerve around. There's some people kind of screaming by. Like, you're not even really sure how you're doing it. Like, you're not a very dexterous person. You're not.
I'm not as dexterous as Gyasi.
How dexterous are you?
I have a +4.
Oh shit! You're pretty fucking dexterity.
Yes, that's the thing.
Never mind. So you're very coordinated, and you kind of wheel around, and you just kind of barely fit this vehicle through a couple of people, and you don't manage to take out any pedestrians on your stop. Dionysus, however, fully crashes, and then as this balloon shoots up his face, and he steps out and puts some glasses on, like some sunglasses. And you guys are standing outside of a very interesting looking building. There's a clear design influences that you do not recognize. It looks very foreign, but not entirely foreign. You guys are from Greece, which is not too far off from Asia, so you might have seen some influences of this place in here. I'm going to just use... we're going to use this board here. Let's go over and take it down. There we go. And these will be the front doors. Okay. And that is the front of house right there. We're just going to say that. Incredible. So you guys all pull off on the side of the street. You have maybe a couple of minutes before the gods catch up. Maybe a couple seconds, maybe a couple minutes. You do not know. What is the play? What is the plan?
Do we want to take a break now, or just hop right into it?
Up to you guys. You guys feel like this is a break time, or do you guys? Let's see what you do first. Let's see what you guys do first, and whenever the gods show up or you get away, then we'll take our break.
Okay, guys, you want me to go mammoth here? You want me to wreck this thing?
Whatever your best intention is. I mean, you've got an idea of who we're dealing with. It's going to be a hootenanny.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Jonas is like, as long as it's fast.
Okay, I'm gonna use wild shape, go mammoth.
And okay, go mammoth. You turn into a giant mammoth. People scream.
Yeah, the scream, and I just immediately charge through the front door.
All right. Why don't you make me a little? I'm not too worried about the attack roll. It is an inanimate object. This building. Why don't you just roll me a little mammoth damage?
Okay, mammoth damage. Hang on. Let's see how much damage a mammoth does. Hang on, that's 13 plus... It's 13 plus, I guess, a stomp, so plus 10, so 23.
23 damage. All right, you definitely bash down the front doors. You make a big, almost cartoonish hole where you just like charge into the middle of this theater. People scream in fear. That is what Alicia does. Does anybody else wish to contribute to the destruction?
No, but I'm going to hide.
Fair enough.
I can wreck
yeah,
this place by myself if you need to.
roll me a stealth check there, Gyasi.
Oh, I'm pretty certain that once Aries and crew shows up, it'll be a 28. That destruction isn't going to be an issue.
Yeah, 28 is going to be good. Thalia, did you have any contributions you wish to make in this sort of modified round here?
No.
Nope, you just kind of watch. Okay.
I'm gonna
All
wreck
right.
the place and cast.
Well, hang on a second. We're not back to you yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Ouroboros, was there any you, my friend? I feel like I'm getting something out of. Do you want to contribute to the destruction? Oh man, it's breaking up.
Try typing.
Can't hear you. Keep testing. Keep
Okay,
testing.
can you hear me now?
That's better.
Better.
Okay, so I would like to rage and go huge.
All right. You certainly do. You become a giant. People are a little less freaked out by that.
Oh yeah. And I would like to. Do I see any supporting structures or anything of that nature?
There's some two. They look a little decorative, but there are like two decent columns at the front.
Okay. Is it possible that I could, with my gauntlets, just like punch those things into oblivion? Yeah.
Yeah, with your multi-attack, we don't even need to roll for it. You just boom, boom, smash down these columns with all of your might, with your godly force. You like blow like holes in the side of the building, and the whole front of the structure is just going to sort of level itself down onto the ground.
I'm outside though.
Yeah, you're inside. The way out just smashed down behind you a little bit. You're inside wrecking shit. I'm gonna say Leonis is just gonna be like, well, we need a little nature, so and he's just gonna do like a little he's gonna do plant growth, and he's gonna right in the middle of the road, like in grass lanes, the Demithots were here. And he'll look pretty happy with himself. All right, that is sort of like one round. That was like, you kind of crashed. That was like one round. What next? You guys satisfied, or is there more destruction to be had?
Do you want to? I look at our balls like give him a
Mammoth,
nod. Like,
sure.
do you want to keep wrecking
yeah.
this place?
There you go.
Yeah. Is it possible that I could, almost like force my way through the building, like breaking every like supporting structure with my long ass arms, just kind of clotheslining columns and shit?
Yeah, you want to just kind of juggernaut through there?
Yeah, please.
All right, why don't you make me a very, very difficult athletics check for you? I'm sure it'll be very hard
Oh man.
for you to do dexterity, to do strength-based things. So make me a athletics check. You have an advantage because you are one mean dude.
That'll be a 31 athletics check.
31. You just so you know how in theaters with like balconies there are just like the lanes of columns that go all the way down towards the theater front. You just boom, like a football player, just smash through one, smash through another. The entire balcony sort of falls away. Alicia, you want to do the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. I follow his lead.
All right, make me a very mammoth athletics check.
Okay, athletics. What's a mammoth? Does a mammoth
strength.
have proficiency in athletics here?
Nope, most beasts are not trained in most things.
Okay.
Like are strong.
Athletics is strength, so I guess.
Just strength.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's 1. 7 plus 7, so 14.
14. It's not quite as impressive as Ouroboros. You get through like the first 2 pillars. You like smash through one with your tusks. And then you get to the other one, and then you like it goes between your tusks and like smacks you in the head, and you kind of like get a little dazed from it. That pillar does go down, but you're like, and like sort of shake out your trunk.
Yeah.
But half the balcony falls. The ceiling looks like it's starting to crumble. There's like 100 people in here, and they're like, and someone gets smashed with debris.
I start making holes in the wall to everyone get everyone else.
All right,
to
you guys
shoo
gonna
them
turn
away.
back to the street and kind of like run out.
No, I'm gonna also shoo them out, the people out, by making a hole in the wall, something like that.
Okay, so we go into the next round with you guys. Make me like maybe an intimidation check, Alicia, to like scare them and herd them in the right direction.
Oh wow, 18.
18, you kind of, and these Yontai, some like draconian people who are like off duty, kind of like and they go running back towards the exit. Why don't you, Ouroboros, give me one more athletics check to just like smash through what was once the front door and is now a giant pile of debris, just to like get out. Or this place collapses.
Okay.
Oh, you're breaking up.
God damn it.
You're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to use my bonus action to lightning strike the ceiling.
Okay, you lightning strike the ceiling. I've been staving it off, but at this point, there's just no getting around it. The building fucking collapses on you two and everybody inside. So give me half a moment while I just deal with debris. So you guys, it smashes. You guys get caught under the debris. The notice on the outside's like, oh. And you guys get buried for a hot minute. You get a little flashback to your Atlas fight. You are both going to take 52 bludgeoning damage. Only 26 for you, Ouroboros, because you're raging. And you guys are prone under all of this debris. Go ahead and both of you make me athletics checks to get out of the building.
Okay. Ten.
10, you're not really able to get up. How do you do, Ouroboros? Try again.
Hey, 23 for me.
23. You break out of there and start mushing your way out of the building. You get out on this round. Alicia, make me another strength check. See if you can bulldoze your way free.
Okay.
Decent DC. There's a lot of debris on you.
Yeah. Okay. Plus 7, 21.
21. You just barely managed to like push your body up against the weight and mammoth stomp your way out. Yeah, like 100 people died in this process, which is unfortunate. And as you guys burrow out,
Thanks.
Acceptable losses.
Like the mammoth gives Ouroboros a surprised look, like, really,
For
dude?
the king of the gods in all of his glory. Yeah, you guys get out. You guys basically hold up, and a half a minute later, this entire building was collapsed. You certainly made a scene. Let's see. Seems that the gods are lagging. You might have precious seconds or minutes. Who knows? You have all gotten out at this point. You're all standing in the middle of the street in front of this collapsed building. What do you do?
Set it on fire with another lightning strike and then hop in the car.
All right, you hop in the car. You pull down another lightning that's sort of just like really like for the amount of damage you've done, it's almost like a joke. Like you disintegrate like a boulder off to the side, but like it's a boulder, and you just took down a building, so you're like, it's almost like spitting on it a little bit. And then you hop in the
Exactly what I was
car.
going for.
Excellent, beautiful. Alicia, you become you again. Get in the car.
Sure. Yeah, let's get in the car.
All right,
let's get out
in
of
the
here.
car. He was like, get in the car, get in the car. And you guys all file into the car. I'm gonna say Dionysus was just going to secure another vehicle, and he pulls up with this like long pink vehicle that kind of like on the wheels, and Silenos is like, ah, and then hops inside. And you guys hop back into your half busted up taxi, and peel off presumably.
Oh yeah.
All right, you peel off, and yeah, you go careening down the street. The gods might catch up with you soon, but in this moment, you have been successful in objective 1. Leonis will kind of just generally call out, be like, where are we going now?
We have no idea.
Where are we going?
I take
I'll
Brandon.
I'll ask Leonis. There was the place in Malibu, the artsy fartsy place. How do we get there from here?
Oh fuck. Okay. I need to start doing one of these on the Los Demios map. He's like, okay, you're gonna want to take a right down 3rd Street, and he's gonna just passenger princess try and figure out this huge map. He's like, okay, you're gonna go down. These are actually really good. Sorry, keep going down, and he's gonna start trying to do his best to direct you there. It's a bit of a drive. It's kind of on the other side of Los Demios, but he's gonna do his best to direct you in that direction. Absolutely.
If they catch up with us, they catch up with us. They were gonna do that anyway.
Dude,
But if we can get to there and pull a twofer, fantastic.
Dude, I just realized that this place is called Los Demian because Los Angeles would be
Los
like,
Angels.
oh my god.
It took you that long to figure it out?
Oh my! I was like,
it took you 3 weeks for that. One?
Where is this
Really?
place? Like around Troy? Like, oh, it must be like Middle Eastern or something. I don't know.
Really?
It must be Middle Eastern.
Wow.
All right.
Brandon,
Well,
I'm
why don't we take
disappointed
a
in
break? Let's take our break now as we begin to make our way. Be back in like 10-15 minutes. We'll see.
Okay.
About
Okay. And Ryan, one last thing. I'm going to ride a cute little doggy in the back. Your doggy's in the back. He's a cute little guy.
Yeah, she is.
Hi there, little fella. Little girl, how you
Nice.
doing?
I'll get you.
Oh, look at her. Anyway.
Okay. All right, we're back. We're hurtling, peeling through the city streets. There were strange red and blue lights and loud sounds coming from various directions. Yeah, so you guys want to start taking like an hour hike towards Malibu?
Absolutely. Let's go wreck somebody else's shit.
Sure, why not? We get some distance between us and the gods.
Actually, I'll tell you what, Alicia. Why don't I drive and you work on? You were talking about casting some stuff on yourself. I don't need to cast on me. I'll drive.
Yeah, Leon, do you want to drive?
Or no, he's working the map.
I'm trying to get the map.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Do you
I just have one request. If we're driving to Malibu, can we go see Adamantium Man's house on the beach?
Who's Adamantium Man? Don't you mean Bronze Man?
Oh, it's Bronze Man. Oh,
yeah. I don't think we're there in the. I don't think we're there in the centuries yet.
Yeah, that's still a few decades off, dude.
Nah, we got Howard Stark.
No. It's like 69, dude. No, it's like 1969, dude. It's a few decades off.
Howard Stark.
Maybe.
Motherfucker. God damn.
Captain Typhon already went down in the Arctic, so we're.
Where's his shield?
Okay. As I sit in the back, like it's an hour-long drive there.
Like it's a bit of a drive. I'm a mere mortal. You're all much braver and wiser, I suppose. do we think we have time for this?
We don't really have any idea where else to go, really.
Well, why don't we just go back to Whiskey A Go-Go and tell them to get us the fuck out of here?
Could we?
We can try that. I didn't necessarily want to call down Athena and Artemis and Aries on Whiskey A Go-Go, but
Right.
We
It's
can
just that
use
these
their
five.
secret
It's just that
network.
these 5 stars have been here for a while now, and I'm starting to get nervous.
Yeah, five stars are just lit across the sky. Sky right.
I have
And,
a mini map with all these red and blue lights on it. I don't know what they mean.
They're coming. They're coming really quickly. Oh boy.
And as all this is happening, Ryan, can I just cast heal on myself?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, I'm just cast 8th level heal. Why not?
Fantastic. All right. Let me see what kind of. We might be going to 6 stars at this moment. Actually, let's find out if you've drawn the attention of something a little bigger than a god.
Oh boy, bigger than. Oh boy, we're trying to blend in right now and try to get back to Whiskey Go. Sneak back to Whiskey Go Go, I guess.
Okay, so we're going to Whiskey A Go-Go. It sounds like. Why don't we steer? We'll park at a back street or something and kind of lay low. I don't know. Let's see. And you guys start going in a different direction. Dionysus and Silenos are just following you guys at this point. Alicia, are you? Or sorry, you're driving now, Gyasi. Is this a like we're getting there as fast as possible, or are we trying to lay low at this point?
I think we should try to lay low.
This is Gyasi.
Okay, Gyasi.
I think I want to match the surrounding traffic. So I would imagine close to Grumman's right now, the traffic is get the hell out. But as we get further away, it will slow down and become more normalized.
Got it. Understood. Okay. Why don't you make me a... You're really good at this. Make me a stealth check.
Well, that'll be
the perfect
rolling
driver.
poorly and get a 24.
Roll poorly, get a 24. In fairness, yes, you're very, very good at obscuring yourself. You're not very good at obscuring future vehicles. But apparently you also are, because 24 is very high. So you just start doing some big turns, finding some back alleys, kind of speeding up. You're just trying to get as much under the radar speed as possible. So you kind of find your way down these like back alleys and like kind of speed to the other side of the street, and kind of very easily take your way to the other side, and then speed through the back alley where nobody can see, and then slowly integrate with traffic. It takes a little bit. There's some close calls with a couple of these like shining light cars with draconians inside. And but eventually you think things are kind of laying low a bit. You think you're going to probably have to change up your vehicle because you have giant arrow holes in the back, but you're doing good for now. You guys travel for some probably like 20, 30 minutes in this vehicle, keeping your heads down, being very careful. And you make your way to basically the neighborhood where you're getting a little closer to Whiskey A Go-Go, to the part where you're starting to recognize the streets.
Do we want to stash this car behind an alley?
More importantly, have we spotted a large congregation of these vehicles, either in a black-topped field or in some sort of building where they gather?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like basically, Gyasi, you found like kind of like a street that's a little more nightlifey, and there's a lot of these yellow vehicles traveling up and down. So yeah, you're kind of socially stealthed right now. You're pulling an Assassin's Creed between the monks thing.
Okay, yeah,
Hell
then we'll just pull it in somewhere and go. That'll be $14.95.
You guys, I imagine you guys like all hop out and the bumper just falls off, maybe. Yeah, you guys kind of get out Leonis is going to his shape changes and he's going to look like somebody else. Is there any other disguises you guys would like to put on right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna try flexing that divine will thing, to
Okay.
make myself, kind of look like one of the people we spotted when we were waiting in line to get into Whiskey A Go Go.
Got it. You think about it, and it doesn't take too much effort. And yes, you are able to influence your abilities to alter your appearance. Absolutely.
Cool. Could I turn into a tiefling?
Yeah, you turn into a tiefling. No problem there whatsoever.
Sweet.
What about you there, Alicia? Is there any transformations on your end?
I'm double checking, but unless we took a short rest, I'm kind of out of like shape changes for right now, of like wild shapes right now. But I could
Yeah, we
do,
didn't take that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I could do polymorph real fast.
Sure, you can polymorph yourself into something. Just keep in mind you won't be very smart as you will polymorph.
Okay, I polymorph into a rat and just get into Thalia's press.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, okay. Thalia's cool with it. You jump into Thalia's pocket, and Leonis is like, oh, ugh. He has like a little like ugh, creepy moment. He's like turned into like a little dog or something at least. I don't know.
Okay, then I shifted into a dog, I guess. You want me to shift into a dog or a...
It's too late. I already said you were a rat.
Okay, fine.
So you're so you're a rat. You're in the pocket. Leonis gets a little like, ugh. And you guys very carefully, very quietly begin to make your way down the street. I want to get a group stealth check to see how low we're laying.
I should have cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, Pass Without Trace would have been goated.
Yeah, should have. Is it a collective roll or?
This is going to be an average, so everybody roll it out.
Okay.
Cool. All right, we ready?
I'm gonna.
Yeah. What'd you get there, Ouroboros?
26.
Hell yeah. Good job. How'd you do there, Alicia?
I rolled like shit, so I'm burned luck. So try that again. 18.
18. Is that with the Pass Without Trace?
No.
So that's 28.
Yeah.
Okay. Thalia, what'd you get?
11.
11. So 21 with Pass Without a Trace. Very nice. And I only want to know Gyasi's to see if he just fully teleports out of the campaign setting with his stealth roll. Muted.
With Pass Without a Trace, that'll be a 43.
Okay, so this is what happens. Gyasi disappears, is gone. Completely fucking vanishes. Gyasi, you appear in this like really nice kind of like not too large sort of ornate space where there's like a really nice kitchen and you're just kind of like in the shadows and you're like, where did I appear to? And you see like this little flick of flame and you see this like very handsome ginger man with a handlebar mustache and a couple wands at his hip, and he just goes over and starts cooking a little bit. You're kind of like, he kind of like looks over and you two like make eye contact for a second.
Dude, that smells really good. Good job.
Thanks. And you just kind of like back into the darkness, and he's like, just happened. Yeah, you anyway, point is you're very stealthy. With those checks, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to caught, but not impossible with your hunter hunting you. Make some checks. See how that's going. You guys very carefully, Dionysus walking along with you guys, and he goes, I just want to be very clear. I was happy being completely drugged out and oblivious to reality and who I was. That was great. This is horror. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I just felt like I could say that.
Dionysus. God
Yeah,
damn it, man.
what?
I don't know what life has been like for you for all these 1,000 years.
Two. It's been like 2,000.
Excuse me.
2,000 years since everything fell the fuck apart. Yep.
But we are here.
You are here.
And I'm not saying we can take on the big wigs, not without, the rest of the Olympians, but it is your responsibility as one of the main Olympians still alive to make sure that you do everything in your power to bring it back to what it was.
Ouroboros. I'm not an Olympian. Nobody's an Olympian anymore. Olympia's gone. The band broke up, brother. The Beatles are dead.
I wish I wasn't sick, dude. Okay. Okay. And Ouroboros will grab him. I don't know how his strength is gonna carry forth in this form, but I imagine it's just
it carries forth. You're fine.
Okay.
You're still you're still exactly as strong as you were before.
Okay. And I grab his shoulders.
Ow.
And I shake him a little bit. Dionysus. You stood at the top with my father and all the other Olympians. You were a warrior. You slayed the Titans alongside my father, Thalia's mother, everyone.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
You are one of the last vestiges of the times that were. So it's time for you to nut up or shut up.
Okay, I'll shut up.
He gives him a light backhand, no!
It's okay, he didn't mean it. He really loves me.
Oh my God. I know there is something left of that warrior, that Olympian that held up my father's traditions and laws and order.
What was our father's traditions again?
I don't know.
Shooting lightning bolts and fucking anything with 2 legs. Maybe sometimes more.
Yeah, but he was also the god of judgment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How'd that work out for him?
That was a big one. Well, I don't know. You tell us.
He's fucking gone, dude. He's gone. He's dead.
How did they kill a god?
They just dropped Atlas and Kronos and everybody on him. He died at Troy. That city's a fucking crater now. It's been that way for 2,000 years.
We were
when
there.
When a god dies, it changes things, okay?
But you can't just kill a god.
No, you're right. You can't. But a Titan can. A Titan can do it pretty easily, apparently.
It wasn't easy. And for what it's worth, Kronos didn't go unscathed.
No, he didn't. That was yeah. He tried to cover that all up, but I think that came out at some point. He got really mad. Yeah. But divine justice for sure. I think. I know my father would have gone down with a smile at least.
And we're out of time.
We are.
So why are we busy talking to me?
Would you happen to know any of the other Olympians that are still alive? Or where they might be?
There were some rumors that Hera and Aphrodite were still up on the mountain where Kronos has taken over, and they're kind of being, you know, um,
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh no.
trophies. Let's put it that way. That's the word that is generally used.
I kind of give a glance to Thalia and okay. Um I've heard that
Oh,
Hermes.
I got more if you're not depressed enough. Trust me.
Oh no. Well, let us know. Let us know.
Hermes has been literally running nonstop for 2,000 years because the moment he stops, they're going to catch up with him and yank his ass because they're all over him. We're told that he has some kind of relic or something, or he's been holding on to something that they want really badly. That might just be all gossip. He might not even be running anywhere. I haven't seen him in 2,000 years. So then there's me, who's just been floating here and there. I did the whole resistance thing at one point. I did that for like that didn't work out. I ended up starting this really fucked up religion by accident at one point. It was a terrible mess.
What religion?
I don't want to talk about it. It was really a bad week for me.
Oh yeah.
Bad couple years.
I just remembered.
It really didn't do anything for society. Like, they got really all obsessed with like who's allowed to have sex with who and how bad you have to feel at any point of the day and how scared you got to. Oh, it didn't work out at all.
Literally millions have died since I started that religion. It was terrible.
It was. You wouldn't believe they were fighting over nothing. They were literally fighting over nothing. It was crazy. It got blown way out of proportion. I had to fake my death.
These guys had one name for me. These guys had another name, and they just couldn't agree on what the name was, so they killed each other.
It's crazy in Europe. You should see what they've built.
Okay.
So about the other Olympians, you hear a mouse
the other Olympians
down.
Yeah, Hades dead, Poseidon dead, Zeus dead. That's for sure. That's pretty certain. Who else was I related to? I don't know what the fuck's up with Apollo. But the sun hasn't been out in a while, so I expect he's probably dead, because why not? Artemis is over there somewhere trying to kill us. Athena and Aries were. I'm not even sure if they're like enthralled or if they have just been so fucked up by psychological torture all of these many hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years.
Right.
I don't know. I don't recognize my siblings anymore at all. They were shitheads before, but now they're just hitmen. So that. I heard Hephaestus went completely off the fucking rails and disappeared somewhere. I haven't heard from him in hundreds of years, thousands. Oh fuck, who else? I have no clue about Hestia. Absolutely no goddamn clue. She's out there. I don't know. If she's dead, I don't know.
Demeter?
Demeter's she's probably dead, or Trophy. I don't know. Similar with Persephone. I'll bet she's up there. They kind of rounded up women gods, and then for Kronos's delight, shall we say.
That sick fuck.
She starts he starts going down the line. He's like,
Yeah.
Aphrodite, Hermes, and Zeus. Who are you? And points at you, Alicia.
Is this me? Still me as a mouse? Is it?
Oh yeah, you're a mouse. He forgets.
Wait,
Well, he's true sight, so he still points. He goes, "Who are you?" He goes, "Oh wait, you're a rat. Don't worry about that." Is there someone I'm missing?
I don't think so.
Our daddy dearest fucked a lot of women, and there was a lot of children. So I'm sorry if I'm missing a couple dozen.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so it's not great.
I can only begin to imagine the feelings you have felt over these 2,000 years.
Yeah, you'd think Herod would fucking remove the curse of madness from me after everything, but no. So it'd be easier if I could add numbers.
I commend you for your survival, Dionysus.
Well, the trick to surviving is just to become someone else and forget that you ever existed. That's the trick. Now I'm me again, and I'm remembering everything again. And it's fucking awful. So thanks for that.
Yeah.
Do you need me to come with you? Because I was thinking I might just go try and just kill some brain cells, you know? That's what they say these days.
Is there any chance that we could get you to stand with us? Because if we can get back and stand with Zeus, it's possible.
You want to go back in time? You want to go back in time? How are you going to go back in time? Only Kronos can go back in time. And he's Kronos.
There has to be a way, Dionysus.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Woo! When it works, it works. 21.
21. He goes, ugh. I don't know about standing by you, okay? I like living. I don't like being scattered into stardust. You know, I saw Poseidon die. That was fucking crazy. Have you heard of nuclear bombs yet? That's a new thing they just came up with. It's kind of like that.
No, but I am intrigued.
Basically, think of like, you know, Fireball. You know Fireball. Imagine Fireball if it was like 1,000 times more powerful and 1,000 times more fucked up. I don't know.
What do they do to Titans?
I don't know. There was no Titans nearby when that happened. Probably nothing good. If you're thinking about fucking suicide bombing me against these fuckers, I'm out of it. Like, that's not for me.
No.
You hear some squeaking extra from Dahlia's post again.
Keep in mind, Alicia, you have the intelligence of a mouse. You are not interpreting this conversation in any way, shape, or form.
Okay. I was gonna ask about is Pan still around?
Yeah, you are a mouse right now. You're probably looking through Dahlia's pocket for something. You have
some
one
crumbs.
intelligence. Yeah, you have like one intelligence right now. Something like that.
Damn. No,
Goes, fine. I'll go with you. I don't know how you're gonna get back. That shit's fucked.
Look, the only way we can stop this world from ever happening and continuing down this path is if all of the Demithots go back and stop that fateful day from ever happening.
Why do I care?
Dionysus?
Yeah.
You've been around and your memory is somewhat returned. What from now would harm a Titan? What have they invented?
Yeah, well, what kind of weapons they got?
Well, the Titans kind of took over. If they've got weapons that could take down Titans, I don't think they're sharing it with the general public. I'm sure they're out there. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure they're out there. I bet Prometheus might have been cooking something up. He never liked his siblings that much. If Hephaestus is out there and has only lost his mind a fraction the way I've lost mine, then maybe he's figured something out after 2,000 years. It's entirely possible. Those are my only two bets. And if you want to go into the Titan Vaults, you better get on the Titans team, and I don't think they're going to let you on board.
Right. Okay. But the weapons they have in this day and age.
Yeah.
What kind of weapons are we talking about?
Oh, they're called guns. They're terrible.
Guns?
They're really terrible. There's just no art. You know, it's so what's the word? Mechanical. It's just like there's no beauty, there's no grace, it's not personal, you know? It's like It's just like it takes all the fun out of it.
But are they more powerful?
Yeah, like marginally. They're not gonna hurt me or you that bad.
What if someone got is gun an acronym or something?
No, I don't think so. Weird name, came out of nowhere.
Right.
Right.
All right. Well, maybe if we get to these resistance fighters, maybe they can show us a stockpile or get us to something.
Perhaps. Well, if you insist, I don't know how much of a help I'm gonna be. I just make people a little fucking loopy around here, that's all.
Any help would be appreciated, Dionysus.
And
Yep.
on that note, I have a thought, but I need someplace that is marginally private. The back room at Whiskey A Go Go would be fine.
Well, let's go. And he will, he's already changed his shape and he's going to kind of go a little Jim Morrison again, but he's not acting or moving or anything like Jim Morrison anymore. He's this sort of like tweaked out, like anxious Dionysus that you're coming to learn to know. And he just kind of waves at the door guys and they let him through and they let all of you guys through with him. You guys head inside of the club where the music is bumping and loud, and he's gonna say, "Step into my office," and he's gonna open a door and walk into this room that has a number of other doors in it. And this one guy comes out, sort of fastening up his pants, and he's like, "Get him!" And the guy's like, "Oh, all right, man, like, fuck, whatever." And he's like, "Okay, we're in my office now. What would you? So here's your privacy."
I'm gonna use the rod of Hermes.
Okay.
Father, Gyasi is here now. Send the relic by courier. It can find me in Los Demios. Whiskey A Go Go.
Okay. You get back. Gyasi. Okay. 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 That's all you get. How quick does courier work?
Let me put my reading glasses back on and grab that.
I just want to say I find it so fucking cool and like last standish that Hermes is just running like and has been running for like 2000 years at like the speed of light or whatever. Like that's just so cool to me, dude. I don't know what about it is so crazy to me, but like it's damn. Like imagine the thoughts of somebody doing that for 2000 years just to not get caught. Damn. I don't know.
The way that it reads, Ryan, is as soon as the lid of the chest is closed, the elemental and the chest disappear, then reappear adjacent to the target creature.
Got
it. Ryan also.
I think you're going to get a hang on, sorry, I'll come back to you, Alicia, I promise.
Okay.
I think he's going to complete the sending. He's going to go. He said like, okay. He goes, wait, no, can't. If you have it, you're the target. Can't have that. Love you, but not about you. Get secured. That's what you get.
Okay. Well, that was worth a shot.
What do you say?
Yeah, there you go. Info dump.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he does have something.
Yep.
What could he possibly have?
The Master Bolts.
Are you Alicia again, Alicia?
Yeah, I'm Lacey. I if I could, I climbed out of the truss and
Yeah, no problem. Leonis goes, is the messenger god. If there's information to be traded, he'd be the one to find it.
You got any
Okay.
more sendings?
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me go out front and have a chit chat with the lady in charge.
Good call.
Okay. You head outside and you're gonna go find shit, whatever I named her. I'm sorry.
Lucia or some shit?
I got it right here. It's Julia. Yeah, you head out, Gyasi, she lets you through. She lets you through and she kind of stands up and like has you sit down, and she's gonna kind of like she's actually gonna take you back here so that you guys are like sitting on a couch next to each other. And she's gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? It happened like Jesus, you're not kidding. You guys are serious, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, the fucking world's on fire now because of that. Where's your crew? You wanna what do you want? What are we doing? What do you want ideally right now? Do you need somewhere to lay low? What do you want? Want to talk to the uppers? You get whatever you fucking want after that.
We absolutely need to talk with the druids.
She like sort of does one of those. She goes, how do you know about the druids?
And I will present in the the quiet, kind of drawn back the world key.
She like looks at it and like there is actually I should roll for it. This is a roll game. Yeah. She looks back at it and she kind of goes, You're the watcher.
I am. This is not the right time.
No, this is not. Is your crew nearby? Is your people nearby? Holy fuck. Are you with the
Jim's office.
Okay. Meet me out in the alley. Wait 5 minutes, meet me out in the alley. No longer. We got places to be. She's gonna get up and kind of dust her hands and walk with some haste, like she's just seen a ghost.
And I'll wander back to Jim's office.
Yeah.
we got places to be. And actually I'll stop at the bar and I will ask for a bottle of something strong for Jim.
Got it. Goes. She does one of those at you.
I'll just dump whatever cash I have. I lifted a bunch of wallets the last time I was here.
Okay. She'll take this is that kind of place. So yeah, she like takes it and just like throws it in a box nearby. And she like picks up like 2 bottles with like some kind of amber liquid inside, puts it on the bar for you.
And head back to the office.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, fuck. Thank you. It's like my whole deal or something. And he's gonna like throw it over the cap over his shoulder and like a hardcore alcoholic, just
like water.
yeah, he starts chugging it like it's water in a desert.
Dionysus, can I ask a question?
Ah, good. Okay, hit me.
Whatever happened to my father, the god of the
Oh,
wild, Pan?
what? Pan, right? Pan. He goes, Pan. Ah, it was a little while ago. What did Pan say he was doing? I don't know. I'll let you know if I remember. I don't know.
Did he still be alive?
Anything's possible. I didn't hear about any nuclear bombs going off in the middle of some farmer's field or anything, or some nymph den or whatever.
Hmm.
It's possible.
Gyasi, could you try contacting him if he's still there? If he's still alive?
Can. There's a risk. The reason I was okay reaching out to Hermes
He
is
was running.
we knew he was running, which meant he wasn't corrupted.
Yeah. I think if we continue to do our job to the best of our ability and make enough waves, maybe the old Olympians will come to our aid if they deem it fit.
Well,
Perhaps.
first things first is we have to find a method or conduit. So let's go get a meeting with the druids.
Yeah, it's good to see my people again. I'm gonna search the room for like any kind of disguise. I don't know if like baggy sweatshirt, trench coat, baggy pants, something like.
Just come as you are.
I don't think anybody really knows. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing
In fairness, she
God
does look
aura.
like a.
I stick out more than the others.
Yeah, she looks like some wild barbarian lady, kind of.
Oh, at this point, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Just
spare.
Just come as you are. This is not going to be a walking around in public type arrangement. We're going from here out through the corner to the club, out through the back door, into the alley, and we will be going elsewhere from there.
All right.
It's not a stroll in the proverbial park.
Okay. I'll use my staff again and cast pass without a trace on us.
Okay. Outside the trace, you head out, Whiskey a Go-Go, around the usual crowd, into the back alley where you see Julia sort of standing around. There's probably a couple other sketchy looking dudes too. That just look like, I don't know, like bad dudes, like off the street a little bit. Wish I had a better mini, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. But I'll just use, sure, they look like that. Why not? But yeah, they kind of look like bums, just like hoodies and shit. She's just kind of like standing around with them and they're all smoking.
Are you screen sharing?
Fuck, yes, I meant to be, yes. I don't know. One day I just kind of started forgetting. You guys head out into the back alley.
Cool song.
Thanks. I was enjoying it. Julia is standing out there. You guys come back, and she like looks around at you all and goes, "This is all of you?"
Yep.
I presume
well,
Salanos is also with us.
Yeah, Salanos is with you.
Yeah, he's just keeping quiet.
Everyone,
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's with you. She goes, "Okay, well, let's go." She'll look to one of the bummy, homeless-looking guys and give him a nod. He's gonna sort of do one of those. Two of the guys are gonna go over to the door. They're gonna take some keys out. They're gonna unlock a padlock to this old shitty giant door, and they push up the door and open it. And you guys see this like dilapidated, like old tree trunk
Oh shit.
inside the garage, and the guy who just sort of like cracked his fingers is going to summon magic into his hand and pull a gate open as you guys see like the transport via planets you've seen before, but this old dead petrified trunk just sort of curls itself open and a passage is made.
And we go through.
And we go through. Um yeah, you guys go through. Okay, cool. Lee, let me go take you to where the new stuff is happening. Alrighty then, you guys are going to let me change up some of this stuff. It's a little. There we go. You guys step out on the other side to an actually much more living tree to your perhaps excitement. It is measly compared to some of the trees you've ever seen, but it kind of sticks out a little bit like it just kind of sticks out. I apologize, I'm not fully decorated here, but I will describe the cavern anyway. You find yourselves in this, like, it's sort of like okay, now we're talking kind of moment, where there's people who are much more like in uniform with these like black thick vests. You see these weapons, you've seen the draconians like pilling around these like giant mechanical like tubed things, guns. It is like an underground resistance. You find these people walking around. There are some who are actually wielding these weapons. There are some who are wielding staves and wands, more wands than staves. Actually, only wands, excuse me. They're only wielding these like little spruce wands, walking around very busy. This very much gives you the like a military vibe.
District 13, Hunger Games.
A little bit. It's got like a District 13 feel to it. Absolutely.
Are they wearing berets?
I need a fucking beret. Oh shit.
There's one or two guys in here wearing berets. Sure, yeah. There's a couple guys wearing berets around.
Those guys must be elite.
Those guys are high-ranking individuals. What can I say? Julia's like, okay. She like turns around, looks at you all, and goes, so, I just want to get something real, just so I'm fully understanding. We have verbal acknowledgement here. Who is everyone?
I step forward first. I explain myself. I'm Alicia. I'm Alicia, Archdruid of the Circle of the Moon.
Archdruid, Circle of the Moon. Okay, cool.
I said that in Druidic too.
God, he said in Druidic. She kind of nods at you, and she'll look and say, "You're presumably the Watcher, unless you stole that."
I am indeed. My name is Gyasi. I am also the son of Hermes.
Could we drop disguises, maybe, if these are disguises? Just, I've got some visual understanding what you might... Okay, oh, wow. Okay.
Certainly.
I'm pretty certain that you can play bluegrass on
my abs.
on the Boroboros there.
She goes, okay, so yeah, you're the god of pain. Okay, very cool.
Shit.
So,
I wasn't expecting anybody to know. I didn't think I gained any notoriety.
Well, we spent a lot of time studying the fall of Olympus, which involved you gods all dying. So you're very famous for having died.
As you can see, we are not dead.
As it seems. Okay. Silenos will drop his disguise and will go, I'm Silenos. I am the god of fellowship. It's really a great pleasure to meet you. Right, the blind satyr god. Wow. Who? She'll point at Leonis, who changes, and he goes. And she's like, "Who are you?" What? What do you mean? Who am I? I'm Leonis. Who's? Are you?
He's with us.
He's like so annoyed. He's like super annoyed. He's like actually gets like a little like bummed out. He goes, she looks like sorry. Look at you, Thalia, and go. And who are you? You drop your disguise and everything.
Yeah, and I'll introduce myself.
Okay, the god of grace. So does that mean the witch god, the god of secrets, is she gone? Is she really dead?
She is not. She is escorting a group of companions on a separate mission.
Okay. Okay. Let's take you all to meet the Archdruid then. Let's all take you to meet the Archdruid. Yeah, right this way. Just follow me, please. Please, just follow me. Don't get distracted. She's gonna take you up to this console. She's gonna poke it a couple of times. The door's gonna open. You're gonna move through, and eventually you're gonna come to. I need to look through everything, but yeah, sure, it'll be down here in the sort of. Oh yeah, it'll probably be here. You walk into this room where you see that there's like this again humanoid sort of secretary-like individual, a human man who sees her and sees all of you, kind of is a little shell-shocked, and Julie like snaps in his face. Goes, oh, yeah, right. And he will walk into the next room. The door closes. She goes, make yourselves at home. She'll be a minute. You guys wait around for not about 10 minutes. You don't know exactly where they went, but after about 10 minutes, the door's going to open. You're going to see the secretary-like man come out, very much like helping this very old druid along. She has long white hair, long pointed ears, brilliant green eyes. Though there is a little age to her face, she is very recognizable. You see Archdruid Valerie step out.
Valerie?
Yeah, you see her step out. And she turns and looks at you all and goes, huh?
I run up and hug her.
You run up with this whole thing, and the guy very defensively, like, he puts a hand out, and to your surprise, his hand hits your chest, and you're pretty powerful, but you get like blown back 5 feet, and he just like does one of those, almost like a monk, like
Oh,
1-inch
shit.
punch situation, like pulls you back, and he's like very defensive of her. She goes, no, it's okay, easy though, easy. And she'll give you a soft hug. You get the sense that despite her elven apparel, she is a sagely old lady these days.
Mm.
I was like you got even better with a age Valerie.
She kind of gives you one of these. She goes, you don't have to tell me anything I don't know, Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
She goes,
She's like,
how are you all? And she'll look across the crowd and she'll see you, Thalia, and she'll smile. A little smile will curl across her face.
We will also embrace her.
You go up and embrace her, and she just kind of hugs you softly and looks at you. She's a little wordless to see you. Not like caught up in it, but she's just maybe enjoying the moment of seeing you again. And there's like a little disbelief to her eye. And she'll look across at Leonis and she'll smile and she says, I do know of you. Come. And she'll give Leonis a hug and he'll smile and see her, and his face is all glowed up. And she'll look at each of you and she'll go, oh, look very, very well for dead gods.
How
Um,
how have you survived so long?
There is a power amongst druids, archdruids. Once we connect with Gaia to a certain level, our lifespans extend for a very long time. And as an elf, that extended me quite a bit. So I expect I have quite a long while left to live. Perhaps, but also perhaps not. Uh, You'll also see one thing that is particular about her that is strange is that her brilliant green eyes are flecked with silver starlight. And she'll just kind of smile at all of you. She'll say, "And so the time finally comes. We've been waiting for you."
You knew we'd come.
She'll smile at you, Orbos, and say, "Before your brother died, and I know you have a lot of brothers, before Apollo died, he gave one last prophecy. And that prophecy was that you would all come and you would save the world, and that we would need to wait for a very long time. There are those of us who still remember the alliance that forged between Druid and God, and there are some of us who yet still respect it. I have waited a very, very, very long time for you all to appear here. Now, we need to make that all happen, don't we?"
I just want to say that I'm very happy that a mortal from our time is not only still alive, but still fighting for the righteousness of this world.
Thank you. She sort of smirks at you, Orbos, and goes, "Why do me and you never get together, huh?" She just kind of waves her hand a little bit. She goes, "I'm just kidding.
because I got him first.
Well,
kinda-
and there was that day that I, had to hold you back when you turned into like a triceratops or some shit.
She goes, "Oh, yes, I remember. Yes, you all really pissed me off when I first met
Yes, that seems to be a theme.
you." She'll kind of the man sort of like helps her into a nearby chair. You get the sense that all the excitement has kind of worn her out of seeing you all.
Oh,
And she sits into one of these chairs, and she will say, "So, I would love to sit and talk for years, maybe, but you all came here with a purpose, and I will keep you from it. So, we need to get you all back in time, don't we?"
yes.
Absolutely.
Well, then the time has come. Okay. Oh, poor boy. Okay. And she is going to focus in, and she is going to make an incantation that I think Gyasi, you as the son of the messenger, will very much recognize as ascending. And she's simply going to say, "Hermes, it is time. They are here, and they are safe. Goodbye, old friend." And she says, "He will be passing forth what he has, and it will mean the end of his life." And she'll look at you, Gyasi, and say, "I'm very sorry, but it will get you home."
And when it does, I will save his life.
It all comes full circle, I suppose.
Why will he die?
He has... She'll smile at you again, Gyasi, and says, being the god of thieves, there was one last little thing he took from Olympus before it was fully taken over by the Titans. And that was a failsafe that Zeus and Poseidon and Hades kept amongst themselves, that in case of an extreme emergency, apocalyptic situation, they would be able to send a couple select few back in time. Zeus and Hades and Poseidon were all killed because they held this knowledge, but they kept it secured within Athena's vaults as well, just in case, hidden from even Athena herself. Hermes, I think it was Zeus who told him before he fell, as he escaped Troy. He went and took it from the vault. And when the Titans found out what had happened, the only way Hermes could avoid being slain was to not be caught. And that meant he couldn't stop moving. So now he will send it to us. Now that you have it and you're ready. But this is going to set a chain of events in motion. The Titans will know the time is now, and that the threat to their reign is as prevalent as it ever was. So, I hope you're all ready.
Of course.
Before Valerie,
Hang on a
before
second.
oh,
Valerie?
sorry.
It's all good.
Well, we just got done with a tough battle. I think we should probably rest before going back in time. So
She goes, oh, fear not. The work is far from over. We will need to look at whatever it is he has, make up a plan, and fear not, this place is very secure from divinations and Titanous power and even the eyes of the mountain. So you will be able to be secure and safe here for quite some time before they can track us down. We made sure of it. So you will be able to take your rest. We'll need some time to look over whatever it is Hermes has. So fear not, we will get you a rest.
Very well.
Alicia, yes, you had something you wished to say.
It's safe to say that the worst happened to you in one.
He saved me, though.
Oh. And we can save him. If we do get this device thing that Hermes has, we'll have all the time in the world.
That's right. Many have made many sacrifices to be where we are now. So.
And their sacrifices will not be for naught.
That is our hope. That is what Apollo promised you would all be capable of. I know you all well enough that you're going to make the future right. Gyasi, give me a con save.
22.
22. You feel this sudden and horrible pang as you feel like your skin, your blood, your bones, your muscle, it feels like every atom starts twisting itself and pulling itself apart. And you feel the part of you that is connected to the ethereal, the great powers of speed. You feel them wither, and you feel them fall within you, and you collapse into unconsciousness onto the floor. And in that very moment, a chest appears in the middle of the room, gilded and beautiful with large white wings, and the symbol of the oh, what's that thing he carries called? The
caduceus.
snake-winded. Thank you very much. The caduceus rod. Um, Valerie is going to sort of wave a little hand, and she's going to cast heal on you, Gyasi, and you will sort of come back to consciousness, and you'll feel almost instantly better, but you know something in you, something connected to your father died a moment ago.
I swear to God, I'm gonna take his other one.
I hope you do. That was very amusing to find out, actually. So thank you for that little comedy. And I am very sorry.
Well, let's see what we've bought, shall we?
You open up this great chest and you go within, and you're going to find a small stone tablet, an ancient stone tablet at that. And it is going to be, there's no language. It is completely depicted in picture. And it shows a bolt of lightning. It shows a trident, and it shows a black helm. Well, it's just a helm. There's no colors, but it shows like a somewhat diabolical looking helm, one that you have seen on the head of Hades long past. And there's these sort of like arrows pointing towards the center, and it shows an hourglass in the middle.
What do you think, Gyasi?
Well, clearly it's looking for intercession from the three elder brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. And that intercession, if the hourglass marks for time, it's a combination of their influences, which I think we can accomplish. And I'll look at Ouroboros. Zeus is rather obvious. I am beholden to Poseidon, and I carry the bident of Oceanus. Hades is a separate question entirely.
Leonis will say, do you think that's why? Is that why me and my friends were sent to the future?
They were sent to the underworld.
Given the circumstances that were necessary to put you in this place, then to put us in this place, all at, I don't want to say the negligent whim of Kronos. He could have picked anywhere, any when, and we ended up here at the time that you were here, where you were prophesied to journey into the underworld to obtain something. I can't believe that's an accident.
So Zeus and Hades and Poseidon and probably Apollo, somehow they all knew that one day their children would be sent to this time to secure
They didn't know.
their things.
They didn't know. there are 3 who did. The Fates knew. And the Fates, in their ever wonderful way, probably put just enough information into play to puppeteer this particular outcome. How much they could do was probably limited because the gods needed to be blind to it. So Kronos would be blind to it.
But they were able to decipher that all of these various demigods and gods all had intersecting fates at this particular moment.
I believe so. And I have to believe that in conjunction with that, the Fates were probably influenced by the mother of Kronos as well, by Gaia herself. Which is why Alicia and the other druids are here as well. That to set this right, it had to be obscured.
Speaking on the point of obscuration, do we have to look for these items and then somehow bring them together?
I honestly don't know. I know that we have some of that power available to us. What the management and channeling of that is, I don't know. I don't know if it's a matter of people with that influence, connecting with the runic symbols on this tile, and then by a force of will pushing that through this. I have no idea. It's magic beyond my ken. But the symbology is fairly clear. The fact that Leonis and his friends were sent here specifically to go to the underworld, specifically to retrieve something. I can only surmise that there is a greater reason to be had. And it's the same reason that Alicia and the druids are here now as well. That to put this right is going to require communal effort on all of our parts.
And in that same headspace, we have heard of this river of time that flows in the underworld. Maybe with the essence of those artifacts placed into the river of time or something along those lines, maybe they can travel back to a time when all of them lived.
Perhaps.
You are muted.
Valerie will say, she'll say, well, so what is the plan? What's the plan? How can we help you?
Well, I venture to say we may need to locate the helm of Hades, the trident of Poseidon,
And the Master Bolt?
and the Master Bolt.
Do you
Valerie,
have
you
any?
see, she kind of deflates a little bit because I don't know where they all are, but I can certainly tell you where the Master Bolt is, and it's I haven't a great clue how you would obtain it. You see, the long ago, after your time, the Titans did come to the land of Gaia. They found their way within, and they destroyed everything. And Kronos, when all life was gone from that place, whatever little insects or beasts managed to survive in the rubble, Zeus or Kronos decided, in his great wisdom, that the relics of the three gods should be divided into planes where they would have as little influence as possible. So they were separated. I don't know where they all are, but the Master Bolt was left in the lands of Gaia and struck through the tree, the great tree of Gaia, destroyed it. From what are anyone who has gone there has not come back alive, and that includes even some incredibly powerful druids. What we do know is that lands of Gaia are a wasteland now. They are constantly on fire, scorched. Lightning rains over the entire realm and burns away anything there is. It is inhospitable to life. The very air itself tinges with lightning. It is impossible to even breathe, let alone walk along the landscape. The bolts become a chaotic force of destruction without its correct wielder, and, well, we have not seen our homeland since. None have ever come back in 2,000 years.
Well, I've stood before the tree, and I will look at Ouroboros, and if anybody can pick it up,
I can.
that's perhaps our first.
I can begin putting many of our rebels here to work on research as to where the others are.
Very well.
I wouldn't be surprised if one is in the underworld, especially considering the providence before us.
And you said that the artifacts, they would be in planes where they hold little influence?
That was what was generally passed around knowledge-wise from divinings that were possible.
So the trident would be fire or earth. I would think fire. That's where water would have the least power.
It
Or
could be.
perhaps the underworld itself.
That's what I was thinking. It wouldn't make sense to leave it down, leave the helm down
Well,
there.
Process of elimination is what my mind goes to. If the two relics are left, and this divine providence before us suggests one remains in the underworld, the process of elimination would put the trident somewhere in the many realms of the underworld.
Hmm.
I know where.
You know where?
Yes. It'll be at the spot where you and I saw Katara's mother raise the last piece of Kronos. Where else would he put it? that was the deepest pit that could be found. And
You're right.
Kronos would absolutely put it there.
All right.
We have an inkling then. That is very good. That's 2 out of 3. It's just a matter of finding the Helm of Darkness. I wonder where that's. I'll have to do some work. Divine some answers, perhaps.
I'm going to hate to say this. Where does Nyx have the most sway?
Nyx has been unleashed for some time. We don't fully understand it, and many have philosophized as to why it has happened, but Nyx's powers, which were so prevalent in the underworld, have been unleashed on the surface realm. Civilization is the only place hospitable now. There are no wilds left beyond the city centers. To go out into the wilds is to die. The darkness itself swallows you up and destroys your very body.
And wouldn't it be poetic justice to put the helm of the Lord of Death on the land of the living?
It holds the power of darkness is the issue. None have ever seen Mount Olympus, not in a very long time, but that is the place closest to the sky. But the sun does not rise anymore. Perhaps it must be somewhere where there is light, a great powerful light, I suppose.
That was my second guess. But where in this world does light still shine?
Leonis will say, I don't know what happened to Apollo. Do we know what happened to the chariot of fire? The sun itself? Valerie will say, no, we presume it destroyed with Apollo. Just, perhaps we might spend some time looking for the chariot of fire. It might be with the shadow helm, the darkness, the helm of darkness.
Well, I think our first step needs to be focused on obtain the bolt, and then we can explore the opportunity for the trident and perhaps some additional research towards where the helm of darkness may lie.
If we want to be efficient, because the trident we believe is in the underworld, and so is the river of time, maybe that's our last place to go. I mean,
Leonis
hopefully
will
we find the
say,
chariot.
Trust in my friends. I don't know for sure, but if I was to put faith into the matter, it sounds like their task is to retrieve whatever lies in the underworld for all of you.
And Katara is with them, and she can make her way back here.
She can.
Yes.
Valerie will put a little finger up and she goes, well, we are technically in a demi-plane.
Well,
but it could be organized.
Not necessarily here, but the mortal realm.
So, if we have time, I think we should all get some rest, because if Gaia is as inhospitable as you say, great arch-druid Valerie, then we may have a difficult Tuesday on our hand.
Yes, it does seem that Gaia's children do not favor her very much. They have ravaged her surface. So, yes, we do not have much time, but rest must be had. So, please take some time to rest. And once you're done resting, I do want you to meet with our builder, who I'm sure you will recognize. He is here, Hephaestus. He works to help us get at least a little edge on our enemies. And he has some 2,000 years of experience on his side, so we will make sure it's his top priority to perhaps upgrade any gear you have, or even create new items for you to better bolster your power. Now, there is one last thing I wish to address with all of you. Alicia,
Yes.
you are a demigod and an archdruid, and a very powerful one at that. And where you come from, I do not expect you have the favor of Zeus. Not if I recall. Yes?
Not. He didn't necessarily favor me, but he didn't particularly hate me either.
I have waited 2,000 years for this opportunity. Many lives have been sacrificed. And, well, Zeus is gone here. So I do not much care to for the offense of a dead god if you don't, Alicia. And I want to give you all the best possible chance you have when you return to ensure that the future is set right and the Titans are defeated. If this is the case, we have one last thing to find, more than just the items that might have the key to sending you all back and upgrading your armaments, but Alicia, perhaps we might seek some final amount of ambrosia for you. Would you be comfortable with attaining godhood if we could arrange it?
Oh shit.
I don't know. I never thought I might have to.
It's not that bad. It's kind of cool some of the time.
You have some time. You have to obtain these relics. You have some rest to have. You need not make a decision now, but soon. I have, over my long time, some understanding of how to recreate the ambrosia. But it would take a little bit of time for me to produce. So you must allow me to let me know soon, but take some time also to decide this. I simply wish to ensure that if you are to return to the past, you do so with every possible opportunity to be successful in the world.
And he wouldn't see it coming.
No.
I don't think anyone would see that coming.
It would be nice to see the surprise on his face.
And I think my younger self might enjoy the prospect of all of this. So.
Thank you for your kindness, Valerie.
Of course, of course. We'll have rooms made up for you momentarily. Food and drink and everything, we will do our best to accommodate you. So get your rest, as I require mine. And in the morning, we might talk about. You should probably go talk to Hephaestus and organize some better armaments and armor for tasks ahead. You no doubt have quite a challenge ahead of you.
Oh yes. And Ryan, as everyone kind of files out and I try to get a moment alone with Valerie, I just embrace her about and have this kind of emotional moment about, the lands of Gaia being gone. And I promise her that that I'm going to make this right, that I will avenge them, and that we will get them back.
He says, well, we weren't much good after we lost our Archdruid of the Circle of the Moon. Very hard to defend ourselves without our foremost expert on how to defend us. I know you will, Alicia. You were always different, but I think truly, and I think I did back then too, that is part of what made you maybe a little stronger than the rest of us. And I don't mean because of blood. I mean because you were willing to open your mind to other things and other ways. I trust you. I trust the past and the future with you, Alicia. I have not waited 2,000 years for you, just on a hope and a whim.
Well, damn me to torturous if I kept a woman waiting.
Very true. Go get some rest, Alicia. And
Yep.
think about immortality, I suppose.
I give her a hug and then I just head back to bed.
The Leonis will go in to have his private moment as well. And eventually you are all taken to a lower floor from another elevator. Oh, yeah, Gyasi, go for it.
As we're all filing out and whatnot, I just want to ask one of the attendants, can you take me back to the tree for a moment? The one that we used to get here. The one on this side.
Yeah, we'll see it's Julia. She was kind of waiting outside. She'll go, oh, yeah, sure. And she'll take you back.
I have an intuition and I'm willing to see if I'm right. Is it an oak tree?
Let me go find out.
What you doing, Watcher?
What you doing? I'm afraid. Let me go look at an oak real quick. Yeah, it's an oak. You gotta bet it's an oak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look for one of the acorns on a bough, and
Okay.
I'm going to take it. I'm just gonna put it in my pocket and say, "Yeah, where are we?" Turn to Julia and say, "Where are we sleeping?"
Right this way. She'll
Thank you.
Yep. She doesn't know what you're doing, but she's like, whatever. And she'll take you. You guys are all taken to this floor that is a little run down. There's guards all standing around with their weapons and whatever. And you are all shown to these like pretty much exactly like this, very almost prison-like. Not intentionally so, but very simple.
Very Spartan, one might say.
One very Spartan, one might say, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, these are a lot better than the slave cells, but I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
Steel walls with yeah, you guys each get one. You get the sense that this floor is like there's a weirdly specific number of rooms, and it seems to be weirdly unused until this very moment. You get the sense it very much speaks to how they've been expecting you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They organized rooms ahead of time.
Bro, that's like so fucking cool. I think Ouroboros, as he's getting like walked in to his little cell, I think he's gonna
So you're not a prisoner.
Oh yeah. Well, he's gonna see one of the guards with these metal tube thingies.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna kind of look at it and tilt his head, and he's gonna be like, is that one of those guns?
He'll nod at you, and he's going to flip a couple switches and pull something off of it. A little brass thing pops out of it. A little brass cylinder pops out. He catches it out of the air, and he'll hand it over to you.
He kind of like. I'm trying to think how a brute force motherfucker would handle a firearm, and he just like holds it by. he holds it by like the grippy bit.
The
I'm
grippy
I'm
bit.
I'm picturing like a M16 with the the hand guards sort of.
Yeah, and you're a big bolt. You're a big guy. This thing is
It's like a toy.
yeah. You're like
But yeah, he'll try to see how it works, but he'll just kind of think about it, and then he'll ask like, "So how hard can this thing hit?"
he goes Orozi Maratiras Waxres.
All right.
As sorry, as
And he'll hand it back. Be like, he'll nod his head like, "Thanks. You're really, you're really good." And he'll like give a thumbs up.
and the guy goes, he's like this guy looks like yeah, the guy's bald. He's got like a little scar down kind of like there, and he's got like this real gruff like fucking jughead face, and he's like
Ouroboros like nods with his head, and he'll like
he'll
walk
do like
in.
he'll actually like take it and he'll do a little and another brass one will pop out and he'll catch it out of the air and he'll like hand it to you.
I'll grab it, like nod my head, thank you, and I'll just
He'll
kind
like
of,
kind of gesture like he's giving it to you, like it's yours, it's a gift.
oh, I'll put my hand on my chest, kind of bend down, to show thanks, and yeah, I'll inspect this little piece of brass,
It's
which
cool. It's got like a little point on the end. It's kind of cool.
which I just thought about this. I don't know if Ouroboros would. He probably would, but the fact that even something as simple as brass from ancient Greece was like used everywhere, and it's used in this little itty bitty pointy bit. I think he'll draw some uh connection there. Like, I mean, we did use brass in our weapons. He'll like talking to himself as he goes into his cell. Like,
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah, and you guys all find places to stay. You all file into your various rooms and sit and consider what's before you. You have to obtain the three greatest weapons of the Olympians and utilize them to your purpose to perhaps get home. Apparently, they have some way to send you home. You have to have a little faith in these new adventurers, Guitara herself. And is there any last things anyone would like to do? Any last thoughts or feelings anyone would have before falling asleep?
Nope, I'm good.
Ouroboros would like to, as he's laying in his rack, think about the master bolt. Try to feel it. And can he feel it?
You sort of see
Yeah.
the lightning sort of sizzles through your hand. Not very hard to do for you. You kind of like almost like try and catch one of the sparks for yourself, or try and like conjure enough to it to your hand to like grip it. And maybe you do like a little bit, but nothing. Like you do get one of these, but it's about yay long. You're able to like fully produce it into, and it's compact lightning force. Like you could throw this and probably kill someone with it, but
Shit.
it is not the bolt wielded by Zeus. This is not the primordial bolt.
Okay, that's cool as fuck. But yeah, I think after doing that and knowing that a bit of his father, his power still like lingers, I think he'll go to bed with a hopeful feeling in his heart.
Okay, well, fantastic.
And Alicia would go to bed with a feeling of a strange mix of despair and hope about the lands of Gaia, and this fear and uncertainty about the possibility of becoming a god.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You to be the first druid to ever become a god.
And how much and she's wondering how much of herself she's giving up in order to save what she really loves.
Your people do not like the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Your people are staunch enemies, ancient enemies of the gods, and peace is, well, back in your time, has only been established for less than an hour. Much to consider.
I can only imagine if what if I said to Maeve that, don't worry, what's the worst that could happen? Me becoming a god? That'd be a weird thing to promise not to do.
So
Anyway.
So
So this is what happened.
So this is me now. You don't get
Mhm.
the new me, Mom.
Yeah. If she's going through a phase, it's not a phase, Mom. No, seriously, it's not a phase. I'm kind of
It's
stuck.
seriously not a phase. This is forever. This is literally
I'm kind of
forever,
stuck like this.
All right. You all go to bed in this place of metal and steel and cold, where Gaia is but barely accessible to those of you with naturalistic power, and the gods have fallen. You're a true apocalypse you have found yourself into. And the only way to save it is to make sure it never comes to pass. We will see if you obtain these great godly relics next session.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Shit.